Hello, everybody, and welcome to another saucy day with the failure team. How do you fare, failure team?
Failure.
Failure.
We deserve that name.
You do or don't?
Bunch of defeatists.
I don't think we deserve that name.
Why
What have
not?
we failed at? We got some great intel.
Oh,
We got some tower thing.
We can't really keep
Um,
down the airship.
We succeeded in giving the airship a maiden voyage and a funeral voyage.
Funeral pyre too, if I remember correctly.
All within the same day.
Yep.
Might have been 2 different days.
Well, the nice thing about being the failure team is we're setting the bar low, so that we can go really high at some point in the somewhat,
one day.
hopefully not too distant future.
One day we do something amazing.
Hey, if we can turn some of these paladins back against the Herald, then maybe we can get back our political team name.
Sounds like so much work. Can't we just kill them?
This is why we stopped being the political team.
Fair enough.
Well, I don't think we need to go around the table and say hello and how we're all doing individually. It's one of those days. But I do want the recap from someone who hasn't gone in a while.
Who's here a lot?
Bird's here a lot, but he never really gives the recaps.
It's a pretty bad recap usually.
Yeah. Why don't we hear it from you? And this time you should try.
Alright. There was some small boat shenanigans where we went across, then we're like, let's go back. Fen and Antoine talked to Bogeable? Some guy. He turns out to be really cool. Not Bogeable.
Norm
and
Furon.
he was
Norm
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 Furon.
Not
Furon.
eligible.
And they got us a ride out of the thing and actually talked to Just Meza about Terry's tattoo and talked about big primordial elemental that they didn't know about, and also like, oh hey, that's actionable intel. That's crazy. You guys actually did something good. And then party split because we're all really tired from getting fucked up, and we did a little bit of downtime. Let's see. Split the party. Talked to Just Meza about. We identified his sword, Shadow's sword.
I know, it took so long because we just couldn't find a wizard.
Yeah.
I lost a friend.
Yeah, Fen allowed his body to be taken over by the weakest of all the AIs, and it was unable to overcome the tyrant. And it's somewhere. Maybe it's gone forever.
Yeah, he's gone forever.
Did we establish that Fen was okay after that or not? That might be a cliffhanger we left on. Not sure.
Was he okay before?
Fenn's going to the nut house.
Fen is armed with a straitjacket and is unable to take any actions, but he can follow you.
Oh, and
Incoming Storm Kobold.
Corley was given the A-OK to steal an airship as long as it doesn't belong to Tolstoy Thorazar.
Indeed.
I was even giving it a suggested target of Destry.
It's true.
And I'm on okay terms with Hodel again, which is kind of nice. Because I was pretty sure he was going to show up and harass me for no reason.
And we know that vampires, when they write letters to each other, it's basically like email. You don't even have to finish writing it before they get it.
I guess that's, yeah.
They IM each other.
Very fast.
It's VOL.
So, I have you guys for your long rest starting on the 15th, which means it would be the 22nd, a week later, when your long rest completes. So, some party dynamic thing that I want to remind everyone of is Antoine. You have been made responsible for Fen and his psychiatric health. That is the only reason Fen is still on your team, and if you ever want to get him shafted from it, you may do so. I don't know if you wish to use this as blackmail, or you genuinely want to help Fen out. But as a reminder, if Fen gets kicked off this team, Fen has legitimately nothing going for him at all. So Fen, you want to be on this team. You don't want to be a shitbag waiting in Tulst until your contract's up, and then you just get kicked out. You have nowhere to go. Your home hates you. You used to live in a sewer, and now you're someone important. So don't forget that, Fen, moving forward. Okay. Sever, you have things to do, apparently, in Destry. I think your team was telling you, shouting at you before we even got on here, that you need to go to Destry or you're gaslighting Temer. I don't know. It feels weird.
Is this to see a man about a horse?
See a man about a
I
horse.
believe so.
We need the death certificate from.
Yeah, you can
Sever,
request a death certificate.
Sever knocks on Antoine's door. Antoine.
Yes, yes.
Hi, Antoine. Can you do a quick sending to our friends in Tulsa and ask them to get a death certificate for Paradigm? So we can, I don't know, just in case we run into any vampires that want him dead.
I look at Sever and I say, "You heartless bastard! You want me to help? You want me to help cash in on my dead husband's name? You make me sick.
You are entitled to 50% of what Paradigm owns, including the reward for his death. I'm thinking about you, Antoine. Sorta.
I look at this froggy man. We lost a valued party member, one who was with us from the start, and you're like he's barely he's not even the ground, I suppose, but he's barely vaporized, and you want to cash in on you're a heartless frog.
It's been a few. He died before the time skip, right?
I hold my hand up and I'm like, for the good of the party, I'll do this, but only for that. You.
Well, thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
Is Antoine just bullying Sever during this, or is he legitimate in this belief?
Legitimate Antoine would be like, why?
This is the grief coming out.
The grief is just just twinged with laughter.
They never even got a honeymoon.
They really
is there any
didn't.
way that Thatch can walk in after hearing the argument?
Of course, you are spying on your team.
This is true. As I hear this, I'm like, guys, settle down here. Antoine, I know you're upset, but if you're sending to the team, tell him we're coming to meet him.
Oh, I didn't know we were going to Tulst.
We are now.
Oh fuck! That's just called a shot. Yeah, you guys can. I was gonna have them meet you guys back in Thorzor, but if you want to go meet them, Thatch, no big deal. You hop on a boat. Yeah.
What is the sending, if I might ask?
Do what?
What is the sending, if I might ask?
Yeah, are you gonna send them, Antoine?
I suppose I don't need to now, but just let them know, guys, we're coming.
Who are you sending?
You just ended there.
Yeah, that matters.
I'm trying to see who's the most responsible.
Between Terry, Coraline, and Fen, who's the most responsible?
Actually,
probably Terry. Probably Terry.
Oh, Coraline.
But and again, well, yeah, definitely most responsible. Getting some things, secure death certificate for horse. R.I.P.
On our way.
He forgets to mention. Terry, you get a psychic message they're coming, and they need a death
Insight.
certificate.
Well, I was just trying to figure out. He didn't tell me I needed to tell the rest of them, but if I roll really low on that, maybe I just like don't tell the other two.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
yeah, I think
We have
I'd
to find
go and
Fen first.
search out Coraline and Fen.
Fan.
Yeah, what's up, Terry?
Coraline.
The others are coming to join us here in Tulsa, and I think they want us to just hold steady here, and they'll be here soon, I guess.
Oh, good. That gives me a little more time. Meet you back here real soon. I'm gonna go check out the docks to see if there's any Destry ships.
Destry ships?
Airships that
ships
belong
bound?
to Destry.
In Tulst?
In Tulsa?
No.
There are none.
Merchants.
No,
ambassadors.
Destry had no airships. That's why they're telling you.
Destry was cleared out before we
They
went.
evacuated. They evacuated.
Okay. I'll
Well,
take
even
anything
then,
else.
during the evacuation effort, it was purely Tulsa doing the shipping. Destry did not have any. They were a Renaissance fair society.
Well,
where they
then
didn't want people to leave.
non-aligned people. Someone we could be lost at
Orlean,
air.
you were given the target. They're not going to let you just get away with crime in the city.
No, I was going to book passage and commit the crime in the air far away from Tulsa.
That's fine.
On a toll ship.
Either way, on the 22nd, you make it back to Tolst. And I will take us off the Thorazor map and move us to the Tolst map. I assume you would all gather to meet your team as they disembark the supply ship. So, on the 22nd, do you all reconvene?
Oscar the Grouch is moving very, very slowly.
So,
It
how was
has
your
gotten beat
vacation in the Thorazor? See the sights, talk to family.
No, mostly just rested. A little bit of information, though. How about you?
I have a burning desire to go to Destry for some
Hang
reason.
on. What the fuck is going on with
Terry's-
your camera, Terry?
Terry is
He's
the
definitely
Matrix broke down.
Guys, is he getting sucked into a black hole?
Holy
It
God.
looks like it.
Hello? Can you hear
I
me?
can
like a
see it on
green
the
hole.
stream. That's amazing.
Orin?
I don't understand. Can you hear me?
I
I
can
can
hear you.
kind of
You're
hear
a
you.
robot.
Can you
Buddy.
hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys fine.
Are you near any radioactive waste?
Dude, look at the stream right now. Look at your fucking
Hold on,
camera.
Are you going into a quasar?
I can't tell you what's going on.
He's unironically getting sucked into his own walls. He's going to the other realm. What the fuck?
He's going to find Paradigm.
How many stoplights do you see in the following images, Terry?
Should I rejoin the call?
Yeah, rejoin the call real quick. It wouldn't be a good team or session unless all my cameras were fucked constantly.
Hell is his avatar picture?
It's Jana. Okay, we see you now. All right, you're all together after that happening, I guess. I'm sorry. What was the last thing everybody said?
We were
Fen
talking
feels
about
like
their
he needs
vacation.
a straight jacket now.
All right. Why don't we
Now-
skip the pleasantries and go into business for a moment?
Oh, does that mean we finished our long rest?
You did, yes. Please
Oh.
do a long rest mechanically. Give yourselves all your resources back.
Wonderful.
And I will burn all my hit die.
You mean
Okay.
the one from the Overduke?
Well, I got it all back from laying on the ley line, but I didn't get any healing from that, if that makes any sense.
Sure.
Nice.
You have to spend hit dice as a vampire. You don't get to just go to full.
Yeah. But I will take one from the Overduke right now.
The Overduke
all he
somewhere
has?
just has an anemic attack. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Remember that the Overduke's hit dice is a d6.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, let me change that. There you go.
Okay. You have business to do here, I assume.
Yes. Interesting that you say Destry, because I feel like we have some things to do, and we need to do them quickly, and then try to get back to Thorazor.
First things
Okay.
first, you brought the barrel of loot?
Of course, I brought the barrel of Gorlon.
Okay.
Of course. Right. I assume we update each other on what each group did while we were gone.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think we'll go through that now.
Spoke with Hodol. There's a reward for Paradigm. We get his death certificate. I hold it out. And just talk to the bad bagels. Cha-ching, money. You know
Right in front of Anshua?
Oh,
That was
sorry.
his husband.
I'm so sorry, Anshua. That's right. I'm sorry. 50% of this will go to Anshua, who is part of the team, and I'm sure will help out with the team stuff.
Andrew thinks of another statue to erect somewhere. But yeah.
Oh my god.
One that breathes darkness this time.
He erects a Paradigm statue.
No, it just makes people large or smaller.
Whichever one will inconvenience them the most.
Alright, well, in order to get things done here in Tolst, I think we should split up into 3 teams. Sever, I need you to come with me. We need to go to Schmitty. We have some research to fund for Oscar the Grouch and a couple other things that I've been thinking about, and I want to legend lore this sword. Apparently the shrine has been fixed, and I want you watching my back while we're doing it.
Sure.
Anshua, Ben, we need to go to the Greater Chemical. We have some stuff to give them. Primal Elemental Water, these brains of the leech, and then Fen, dear God, we got to get you some gear. So stop by the armory and get that done. Plus, what happened to that book that we found in the Hephaestus Tower?
Oh, what
It was never real.
The Manual of Golems?
Oh, that book. That's a different book.
It's just on Fenn's hip.
We should probably identify that. And I was chided a little bit by Meza that we have a wizard of our own on our team, and maybe I should let him do stuff. Sorry, Angela.
You want something done? What would that be?
Identify this Manual of Golems that we found and figure out what it is and how we can use it.
I take out the manual. I do a little dance, cast identify, break out the maracas.
Cool. Cast identify. I'm pretty sure I remember what it was, but I'm gonna look at it again.
You told us that whenever we identified it, you would roll for what it was. Like which
type of golem it makes.
Yeah, but I'm also a liar, so
Mm-hmm.
I like to roll things when you're not looking.
Fair
We
enough.
can do it now while we're looking at you.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you see the roll.
So,
A, B, C, D. Okay.
Come on, platinum golem.
Platinum? That's not on
Gotta
the
be-
list.
Could be.
Fuck is it? Is
Go
it not
for it.
called Tome of Golem?
The Manual.
It's Manual of
Oh,
Golems.
manual. Thank you. LM. All right.
It's
you guys,
H.
it's the kindergarten stream.
I. L. There we go. Manual of Golems. Okay. I will roll it now.
it's a frog golem, you guys.
Unbelievable.
I mean, you can make it look sort of like you want.
Please tell me it's iron.
It is not
Please tell me.
iron. I'm sorry. It is
Probably next best
instead
would be clay.
stone as I roll a natural 20.
Nice.
I thought it
Stone's
would be
nice.
better for rolling the natural
Stone?
20. Yeah, stone is 19 through 20 on a d20.
It's not even good.
It's not
Stone's
good,
good.
no.
Stone's
Well,
good.
it's better than clay, for sure.
It's flesh that sucks.
Yeah, flesh is garbo,
Just bad.
but iron's the best, let's be real.
Imagine giving that
Iron has
golem
its own,
killing.
it has its own breath weapon.
You,
Mhm.
Unity to fire.
if you spend 120 days of downtime, you can use this manual 80,000 gold pieces to make yourselves a stone golem.
It's 90 days.
A casual 4 months.
Can we pull days like for all working on it together?
No.
No, it has to be one person working for the entire time straight with only 8 hours of rest in between.
Don't
Which
stone
means-
golems have some bullshit like slow?
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm pretty
They're
sure.
very powerful. So
Quick
either
question.
Go ahead, Vince.
I was wondering if it could be commissioned.
Yeah, totally. It could be commissioned. But the stone
Yes.
golem will be only for that one guy who commissions it, or who does the deed.
What if
Okay.
they build everything up until the point the tome turns to dust and then we sprinkle it over it?
I think we should use this as a trade for something we want.
Yeah.
It's valuable, and we don't have the time to do it.
Like a certain sword that has a very good disposition and loves to kill things which are very bad?
You're talking about trading to Ozark? Maybe.
That sword was pretty nice.
Sword is pretty nice.
What's one?
I
The
think you
golem
guys
to
are
a lich.
confused. Why would he make stone golems when he can just make copies of himself?
That's a good point.
True enough.
Maybe it's a trade to some other entity that might have use for it.
I want to see stone golems that Anshaw makes later on in the world. That'd be cool.
I have a feeling they'd be naked with disproportionate genitalia. And
They're all like horse golems.
It's a centaur.
All right. So for Coraline and Terry, I need you guys to do a little shopping for us. We need to get some spell components for Terry as he learns some things, and we need somebody to store our money. Coraline, I know you'll protect the money better than anybody else, so I feel like that job has to go to you. Plus, we need to get passage to Death Street somehow because we have to turn in this bounty on Paradigm, and hopefully
yes,
confer with the bad bagels and get them off our back.
Yes, I've been looking for a new bank to store our loot in. I think I found one where they let you swim in it on your off hours.
That sounds delightful.
Was anyone stopping you before?
Yes.
Alright.
They let you bring in a bathtub. You just filled it with the coins and then laid on top of it. What do you like? It's not like there's liquid. Like, it's just a flat pile. You cannot swim in coins.
You can imagine.
Alright, so
Well, if you have a burrow speed, John.
Sever can
Jesus
dig
Christ.
through coins. Yeah, I guess.
alright. So I will pull out of the party loot 2,000 GP for Sever and I to take with us to do what we need to do.
Understood.
I will pull out 500 GP and give it to Anshua and Fen, because I hear the Greater Chemical has a entrance fee for when you talk to them. And also hand them the pouch that has the brains and hopefully the primal elemental water in it.
I will take
sure.
the brains.
Wonderful. And then I will give the rest of the loot to Coraline and Terry and say, hey, go buy some Revivified diamonds. And then
Oh, I think I have some of
Passage.
those. And I look at my pouch of 12 500 GP gems. Are any of them diamonds?
Not a single one.
It's
We
just
threw
an-
all of those in the lava.
No, I threw the ones that reminded me of Sever. They were yellow and black.
You
And,
think back on that, doing a quick... Oh, fuck, my camera.
Damn.
There's a black diamond.
Oh, maybe.
Uncut jam.
Should I keep
Choose
the
it.
gems with
Yeah.
us for when we go on our trip?
I think that's a fantastic idea.
Okay.
Ugh. Who can
Alright,
cast
to the loot
Revivify on your
repository.
team?
Nobody
What's
yet.
Okay.
Terry, as soon as he levels, though. I'd rather buy it now because it's the last time that we're going to be in Tolst, probably for a long time.
Probably. Alright.
Okay.
Who
we
wants to go
split
first?
up.
We can go first, no problem.
Alright. You guys head to the Greater Chemical. The Greater Chemical is there. In his lair. You can pay 300 gold for one of your entrances. Who wants to go talk with him?
I'll talk with this
Can we
guy.
subtract
I have-
300 gold?
Yeah.
Can we both?
No.
Yeah, if you want. Okay, no. So
One
I
at a
suppose-
time, one at a time. He doesn't want to feel outnumbered now. No group therapy sessions. He does not do couples counseling.
I'm not a
So-
horse.
I asked for the brains, I suppose, since Sven took them.
Yeah, they're hanging off his hip.
There they are.
Hey, thank you.
I have notes everywhere, guys. Okay. You take the brains, you take the elemental water, and stride in. There is a little entrance fee box. You put in the gold, and the door opens for a moment. You feel yourself being pulled through, Antoine, by an invisible hand. And with a step, you're in an early 90s house, it looks like, from the American Midwest. You're like, oh, wow. This is weird. There's like
I
wood
think so.
paneling on the walls with like a weird like wallpaper for some sort of sports team. There's a desk, some embroidery that says like something in a language you don't understand. A little like, I want to say brownish chair with a white pillow on it and a weird, I think that's a table. Hang on.
And I
Let me
shake
zoom
my
Just your
head.
Texas
A
home.
bookshelf almost.
He's literally looking around.
Books, not books. Not
I'm
books.
literally just describing what's behind Shadow.
I look around. I mention how nice my laboratory, my own witch doctor laboratory is in Mokapuni, and like this guy, he's supposed to be the greater chemical, supposed to be the best witch doctor, witcher, wizard in Tulsa. I'm just
No.
like judging him. I'm like judging him up and down.
He
silently.
is neither of those things. He is the greater chemical, and he will greet you. Rather congenially, I suppose. He is in a good mood. His entire area is fully feng shuied out, and he is ready for you. Your hour starts now. What do you want?
I don't charge by the hour. Mokapuni, we had free healthcare.
Jeez.
Times
Look where
are
that ended
ticking
up.
down.
It's just-
All right. So, Mr. comes recommended from the Lich of Medicine from the Forge of Alvin. Let's see how good you really are. We found this, and I hand him over the pouch of brains and the finger we took from the leech monster.
Ah,
And I-
yes, 1 week old rotted brains. I love this. Thank you.
We wanted to analyze for anything we can find strategically useful against them. We know fireworks and we know salt works. On a mission from Tulsa for the battle or for the swamp near between Destry and Thorazor. We'd like this looked at. I don't have the time for do it, so I thought of giving it to a lesser, herbalist like yourself.
An
I mean, you come
herbalist.
recommended.
You think
Well-
I work with plants? I work with chemicals.
Okay. Where do you think we get the plants? Or
You're in
the
like
chemicals?
elementary level education. I'm over up here with my PhD. I don't know what the fuck sort of schooling you went to, son.
Wow, there's a lot of tension.
Antoine
in
grits
this
his teeth and saying,
I'm a
I
chemist.
learned by myself. I
Not
learned herbalism by myself. And that the plants of Mokapuni.
Well,
mixing,
it shows. All right, I'll look at your rotted brains. I don't know what. What is it? He just looks at a bag of rot, just dark meat that has been gelatinized over a week of just hanging out in a Thorazorian icebox? Like,
Similarly, we would put it someplace that it would less likely to rot, but after a week, it would have rotted a bit.
all right.
Also the finger I took.
Oh,
Yeah.
Which
We're
is
looking
also
for-
rotted.
that's a finger.
Yeah. So, we're looking for
Anything else
weaknesses.
you want?
Weaknesses. Again, looking for weaknesses.
You
Or how
have the body parts. You clearly know the weakness. I'm not the one who killed this thing, man. Oh, he looks at you in dejection. What else do you have?
Can't help it.
We also
I'm not
have,
allowed in.
We also have primal elemental water.
Oh, that's
and I
interesting.
careful of handing it over, kind of like begrudgingly, because it's kind of like holy to.
He
I'm sure.
reaches like a weird vice grip, pulls it back,
Very
uncorks your
careful
little
with that.
vial, wafts it in front of his nose, does it again. Ooh. That's pure fresh water. Delicious.
It's a little salt in it.
He starts raising it to his
Should be
lips as if
brackish.
he's
It
about
should
to
be
drink it.
brackish salt levels.
Did you take this water sample before you did your trade, or after?
It was after.
It was after.
Oh, then it is salty. Unfortunate. You son of a bitch, he says. Why'd you bring me salty water? It's fine. I can make a tonic with it. Here. He immediately gives you 1,000 gold pieces. Please add to your character sheet.
I'm not selling it.
Oh, okay. He takes the gold back.
We're not giving it either. We're not giving it
barrel.
either.
What do you mean you're not giving it? He's just holding this file.
We want it analyzed. We would like answers if you have any.
What do you
for-
want? Just, can you not beat around the bush and just tell me?
Ancho just sighs and says that Primal has made these waters its home. Is taken salt from my body to defend itself. Is there any way you can give us any sort of answers if there's anything special with that water? Why would it choose that location? Why would it live in that area? This is for pure science, and we'd like the results.
Fen
So
bashes
you're
on the
asking
door.
for
It was
secrets
from
of
a ley
elementals.
line!
Hey! The light is on, the session is going, don't make me come out there. Okay, I've just rolled 2 natural 20s in a row. Alright. Fucker, what do you want to know about elementals? You want to know why they're in the pools of water? Is that what?
Actually, yes. Do you know this?
Yes.
How long are you? Okay, just tell me. No worries. You know what?
I felt there was
Oh,
something
no.
coming. I felt there was an interruption coming, so why don't you just get that out of your system?
You can tell it within the hour. We'll take it. But if you could write down this and mail it to us or send it to my room, that would be even better. If it's
No.
long.
I will not write any damn thing for someone to fake my signature with. No thank you.
I don't need a signature.
My handwriting, that. Either way, primal elementals take the form that they're most aligned with on an affinity basis. You know the concept of what an affinity is? No, you're not level 10, are you? Unfortunate. Ugh.
I just stews. Like
You
literally
understand what alignment is, correct?
stews. There's no response. He just looks at him, knowing he knows, but
All right.
he's just anger. He's just like, tell me, just
His
get on
hand
with it.
extends, reaching out through a door, grabbing Fen by the neck, and pulling him
Ah!
in. And then his other hand, extends to Antoine's chest and pushes him out of the door.
Is this an attack?
Yeah, do you want it to be?
Oh, this is definitely one.
Alright. That is a 14 plus 8? What is that?
22.
22? Can you shield that?
Shield, I was going to say Dex for avoiding it, but alright. I cannot
You wanted
shield.
it to be an attack roll, man.
Yeah.
Alrighty, you suffer a total of 9 plus 6 plus 8 damage. And get shoved out of the room like a bitch. Alright,
Your
you're up,
nails
Bard.
pretty chemical.
What?
I'm here to explain to you basic concepts of affinity and alignment, since that man brought
Okay.
me a vial of drinking water that I shall be drinking soon.
But it's salt water.
It's delicious.
Fair enough.
It's basically a soup if you think about it.
Can I try?
Yeah, we could do a little halvesies thing.
Aw.
Alright. Affinities. What do you know about them? I know, you're jumping into a conversation midway through that you were not a part of.
Ideals that you lean toward?
No, that's alignment.
Oh.
On the concept of affinities, all creatures lean towards some sort of weird elemental balance. Most of the time it's water, since your bodies are made out of water. Not mine. Ugh. This primal elemental you ran into, it was a water version.
Yeah.
That's why it was in a big pool of water and not some stupid canyon, dark hole, or volcano.
Yeah, huh? I swam in it.
You swam in it?
Yeah.
Are you stupid?
Probably.
Did you want to die?
I mean, I almost did.
You're lucky that it didn't just, like, drag you down into the bottom of it and then watch you drown.
Almost happened. I just kind of touched an orb of pure arcane energy.
Well, it must have been a very kind elemental to not immediately suck you in and eat your juice. I would have eaten your juices if I was that primal elemental.
I think about what my juice tastes like.
You want to taste that man's juice? He starts switching the vial. Apparently this has a bunch of salt in it from that man that I just kicked out of the room.
He's a salty motherfucker.
He sure is, and he starts to sip the vial of water.
Antro gets a wave of, like, chilliness, and he's like, dirtiness around him.
He hands you the other quarter after drinking 75%. Oh god, dude, it's so gross. It's like you're drinking sweat.
Ugh. Is this what all wizards taste like?
I guess so. Well, that's it! An hour has passed.
I don't know what any of this was for.
I don't know. Tell your fucking aggro... He was just having a bitch fit, man. Look.
I think he just
because you pay for an hour of my time doesn't mean I need to give it to you.
That's fair.
Thank you.
You make the rates.
He nods. Alright, have a good day.
You as well.
Fen, you leave.
Antoine. Is Antoine still on the ground?
Yeah, he's just chilling.
Antoine is thinking about...
I offer him the elbow of my straitjacket sleeve.
What? You want me to take your arm?
I'm trying to help you up.
Oh yes, thank you. Antoine is like yelling through the door. I'll send you my bill.
What?
I'm gonna bill that man for my
what?
time robbing me, wasting my time.
I was listening through the door. You didn't contribute anything to him.
He stole my essence. I feel dirty.
You didn't. You gave it to him. I tried it. You taste terrible.
Antoine just literally he doesn't know what to say.
Speechless, but with a friend. A friend who knows your taste. We move on to the next group before this gets any weirder. What? You doing okay, Nick? You want to go next?
Ours is probably going to be quick.
Okay.
So we'll go deposit.
First, before we go deposit, we should go buy gems. Use the money first.
You really want to bring this barrel of loot to go gem shopping?
Yes, that's how they'll know we're serious.
Fine.
Terry's gonna.
Yeah, you go down and start looking for a jeweler. You are in a magical society, so people understand the value of gems and all their bullshit that entails. It's a beautiful, wonderful day in Tulst. The snow is settled on the ground. No blizzards today, as winter is soon ending. People are getting ready for in a week's time on the 30th, give or take. Give or take a week. there will be a great end of winter festival of sorts. What are you guys doing? Where are you guys going? How much are we hand-waving? How much are we role-playing?
To you, Terry, you can use these diamonds to bring something back from the dead.
Well, I know my betters back in the City of Blinding Lights could. Maybe it's something I'll learn soon?
Oh, so you're optimistically buying gems. Okay. How big?
I'm not sure, out of character, how big a 300 gold piece gem is. Or
Nobody knows.
Diamond is.
Nobody knows. Yeah. It is what it is. It's worth 300 GP, though.
It's about the cut, not the size.
It's about this big.
If it's ugly, it's this big. If it's a really nice cut, it's this big.
There you go.
So yeah, we'll just go by 2, I guess.
Sure.
Are they
good.
like made to order? Can we just order 600 gold pieces worth of diamonds?
Yeah, sure. I don't care. I'm not gonna...
Okay.
I don't care. I don't think that's important to the setting of the size of your uncut gems.
And after that, we'll go deposit the loot. Keeping,
Hold on, we should pay for some of this with these. Terry pulls out some of the Tulse bucks that he crumpled up. I have 150 of these.
They will inform you that magic and magical items must be paid in gold.
Damn it.
Yeah, the disappointed and disgusted look that the shopkeeper is giving you is mirrored in Coraline's face.
It's true. A woman of taste knows that gold pays for itself.
But nothing is better than platinum.
Agreed.
We will be paying for these gems in gold. I'm keeping the platinum.
Good for you.
You got it, Thatch?
I marked the money now, as long as somebody's putting them on a sheet. Probably should be Terry.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
Terry, you now have 2 gems worth 300 GP. Please subtract 600 gold. I assume you did.
Fine.
Cool. Anything else you fuckers are doing?
We're going to go deposit our loot in the bank. And the same one with the bathtub.
Add it to the party sheet.
Done.
I think it's already there, right?
Okay.
Thatch?
It's there.
And we wanted to get passage to Destry.
Good luck with that one.
We'll try. Or a poorly crewed ship heading to anywhere else.
I'm gonna roll luck die. What is going on? That's your third natural 20! Unironically! What the fuck?
Ooh, John has loaded dice.
I unironically have loaded dice. I don't know if you guys can see it, but
Is it weighted?
this is the top. No, it's just the one Eric got me. Yeah.
Great.
Oh, I like it. Oh,
I
and
imagine,
clever boy.
imagine John was prepping for this, so she's like, those fuckers who want to go to
Yeah, it's
Destry.
like no ship
Oh,
is
no, no,
going to
there.
Destry.
Nobody's going there.
But there is a shitty ship heading out to... let me go to my rolled map and just roll a dice. Not the Forge of Alvin. They have embargoed Tolst.
Didn't they
Maybe
embargo
Maelstrom?
everyone?
Maybe Big Stinky? No, Big Stinky doesn't really have anything. Not Ugares, surely. Probably to Alcazan? Just... yeah.
Okay. What's their home flag?
Tolst?
Aw, damn it!
What'd you expect?
Bro, airships are in short supply. Natural
Sounds
gas
like anybody
reserves are gone. There's no more natural
Okay.
gas reserves. Commercial flying is a very small market right now.
All right, so I'll bring Terry to go see the captain if he's available or
No.
whoever.
Yeah, he's there. He's like, oh, hello.
We need to make a small detour to Destry.
That's not small, and I don't have the fuel for that.
Not at all. Not if we go straight there and you can come straight back. Lighter by 6 people.
It doesn't matter how light you are. It's unironically too far away.
Okay, how close can you get us?
Alcazan?
You're useless. Okay.
Look, lady, with all the natural gas prices skyrocketing, I barely have enough money to make ends meet. Honestly, I'm thinking about getting rid of this shithole and just finding a new job. That or taking the blimp off and trying to make this thing water-worthy, but that's not
How much
gonna
for the
happen.
ship?
He looks to the ship. Give me a persuasion check. You want to buy an airship?
God, why didn't you send me on the spending spree?
Damn.
21. Not bad.
21.
The real question is, how do we fuel it once we buy it?
You're connected
More
to
money.
a military. Yeah.
Mm.
Let me go see how much an airship is worth. This is a civilian transport airship. It is super slow. This is
I
the
mean,
logbook.
if we're connected to a military and we can get fuel, we can just get them the fuel.
Mhm.
And that solves their problem and our problem.
Yeah, but why would a
It'll solve
civilian
Coraline's
crew
problem,
want
though.
to go to a known enemy of your state?
Because they want fuel?
I mean,
It's not
if we get the airship, do we really need to go to Destry? We probably don't. We could just send the death certificate and try to claim the bounty
remotely.
through vampire bullshit. The airship was the goal.
So, this
Sever
ship
can
is
just-
worth...
Sever holds the letter, and it just, like, fucking Bad Bagel shows up out of nowhere. I'm sorry.
This ship
That's a
is
joke.
worth 25,000 GP, but he is willing to go 75% for it. So, whatever 25 divided by, or times 0.25.
6,250.
So 18,750.
That's 25%. So it'll
Yeah.
be 18.
It's 18,750.
Okay.
So if you have the money to buy that,
We unironically definitely have that much money.
would you
There's
like
no
to buy my
depository.
ship, ma'am?
Well, we gotta get a crew. Don't forget.
Right. I need to talk to my investors. I will be back soon.
You're what?
I'm here every other day.
And I think that's it for us, right, Terry? Or do you have something else?
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
Right. So
Thatch and Sever?
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Whenever Sever's doing stuff, I'll work on the money thing. I will pull Sever and say, I think it's time to go to Schmitty.
Yeah, I'm
What
done.
time of day is it, John? At this point, is it still
I
early?
don't
Can I
care.
go to Oscar the
What
Grouch?
time do you want it to be?
Well, I mean,
Smitty
we
is
got to
working
talk to
on a
Schmitty in the
garage, so-
evening, and then I want Sever to be walking around while we do the shrine. So let's go early evening.
Okay,
I
so you
think
want to
we-
go talk to Schmitty, the garage man?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Not Smitty the vampire smith.
No, he's not
Okay.
here. He's in Thorazor.
Exactly. That's why I was
Yeah.
confused for a moment. I'm like, why do you
No
need to
word.
talk to Schmitty? Schmitty, you can find. Schmitty has been building shit for Sever and hiding from the raid team. Because he hates the raid team and they hate him.
This is
He
true.
greets you. Ah, my good friend Sever.
Hey, Smitty, how's it going?
Oh, an
your
engine
family's
blew up
alright?
in my face recently, but no big deal.
Hey, you good? You need to cure wounds?
No, I'm
Just like a light-
fine. I'm fine. The
Okay,
tyrant's got you, boy, Schmitty.
Cool. Well, that's good to hear. We got more money. We got some ideas about Oscar the Grouch.
Oh, I love
uh,
feedback.
Yeah.
It is aluminum, though. You do know that it's really hard to weld, right?
Yes, and it's been working out perfectly because no fights have happened, which is very lucky.
Oh, nice.
You'll also notice, like, look, see this? How my left side of my face doesn't move very well?
Mm-hmm.
That's sunlight. And it's
Oh.
not from Oscar the Grouch. So
You did look like you were giving me a strokey smirk, but you're adventurous. It happens.
yeah, it's normal. Sorry, Thatch, did you have is there something in particular you wanted about for
Yeah.
Oscar?
Well, first of all, I wanted to know what kind of work you've been doing since we've been gone on our proposed improvements.
Wasn't that like 20 days ago or something?
Yeah, you
Just
said you were going to
speculating.
work on. We have Oscar the Grouch Mark 1. You said you were working on Mark 2 and ideas for it.
Yeah, in my
Yeah,
free
anything?
time.
Oh, okay.
There is a
It's
lore
not like
going
I'm
on.
being
I
paid
get it.
to like fuck with your shit all the time. This is kind of like a side project.
Okay.
What if we did pay you?
What if he did pay you? Yeah. A couple things. Do you think there's any way we can add an arrow slit?
An arrow slit?
Yes.
Like we can just have something that we like a sheet of maybe aluminum. We just open, shut, open, shut.
I mean,
Like
in
that.
theory, yeah, but I mean, I thought we were playing it fast and loose with the like mailbox flap, so you could like see out of it.
Oh yeah, that's not working. We originally had like a homunculus. Then his brother died. He went into depression. It's not working anymore.
Tale as old as time itself, I'm told.
Yeah.
So I understand, wouldn't that put Sever in like direct sunlight if there was a permanent arrow slit, or are you just planning to use like a blackout curtain
like-
inside?
So like what I was thinking was like we could have like a latch, so we could just, like this. Sorry, imagine like opening and closing a window.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
As I think of this, I figure it might be pretty hard to shoot a bow from inside a trash.
Yeah. Also, like,
Well,
I mean,
that was a fun idea.
it's not like it's a longbow you're using. It's like 6 feet long at the smallest. At that point, I might as well just make you a sphere of aluminum that you pedal around like a hamster.
You can do that?
Oh my god.
No, I can't do. It's aluminum, man. Dude, I can like make a wedge.
All right.
Alright.
Well,
You want
okay.
a perfect sphere of aluminum? How am I?
I'm sorry, Schmitty. Maybe we backburner the Oscar the Grouch improvements for the moment. There were
Oh.
2 other. Sorry. Gordon just said put a bayonet in front. That's a fucking great.
I mean, that I could actually do. You could set
That
the
you can
ramming
do.
speed for sure.
Yes. 2 other things that I was curious about. Have you ever worked with explosives?
I looked over
I
at
am
Patch.
legally required to say no.
Understood. We've been fighting some leeches in Thorazor. They seem to be very not happy when dealing with salt. Could you
Salt.
rig an explosive that essentially exploded and flung salt everywhere? Some might call it a salt grenade.
I mean, of course, yeah, you could do that, but like I have access to real grenades is the thing.
Okay.
So, do you know if like that is less or more effective than salt? Is
I
salt
don't
like
know.
a deterrent, or is it like a full-blown like cleave through a million things with the force of a hand grenade?
The hand grenade's probably better. We're waiting on some research for salt, but I have a feeling that we're not going to get any answers on that anytime soon.
I see.
One last thing. What about controlled explosions? Like remote detonation? Is that something that you are familiar with or you could work on?
I'm more familiar with timers. Like, you could delay an explosion accurately to 40 seconds. Anything shorter than that is kind of risky.
Fair enough. What about like radio controlled signals to create explosions?
He does not have a good concept of radio bullshit.
Okay.
He's more of a machinist guy. You'd need to find the guy who is making your communicators.
Does he know who that is?
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
Look, man, the most complicated thing I can do is, like, cook a grenade. If you want more complicated explosives, you're gonna have to find someone from Big Stinky. Those guys know how to blow shit up. Half the stuff that we have here, like, and he points to, like, an armor personnel carrier. Like, that's from Big Stinky, we bought that. I'm learning how to, like, repair and maintain it, but I would not know how to build that fucking thing. If you want high tech, you talk to some big stinkians. Whatever the fuck they call themselves, those pieces of shit.
Okay.
But you said you are able to rig timers?
Yeah, you can rig a timer. It's just like, you know, set a clock. Tick, 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 boom.
I'll keep that in mind.
Most
You need
anti-air shells, you know, like the fragmentation
Mhm.
grenades or flat cannons, all that's, like, all those shells are timed. They're timed to go off at a certain altitude, and then they explode out into fragments.
Right. If we got word to you to help create us some timers, how long would it take you to get them ready? I'm
Just-
talking like 40 of them.
You want 40 explosives with timers on them?
Yes.
Off the books? Like 3 weeks? Well, honestly, I need to ask, like, what kind of explosives as well.
Essentially, like you said, cooking grenades, or just an explosive force that we could maybe put something else with.
Okay.
This is for the war effort, I promise you.
So timing grenades is a little more tricky, because you need a mechanism to pull the pins out. But if you wanted something closer to, like, dynamite, which we...
Yeah.
You know, I can get my hands on that. That'll be a little bit easier, I suppose. But, like, making it and not being caught and... Legally, I'm not allowed to be near any sort of explosive device, including these engines, but the Tyrant's letting me near these engines, so...
Okay. So, like 3 weeks lead time to do that money?
Yeah.
All right. What kind of funds would you need?
He does a quick calculation. He needs to bribe people to keep their fucking mouth shut. And then he needs to get the material on the download. I don't know, like 500 gold?
I will hand him 500 gold.
Okay. Alright. I will put that in my calendar and get it to you within 3 weeks. You might need to pick them up from a... Look, it's not like I can just bring them in here, right? 1, 2, 3. Alright, so on the 12th of February, he will be able to finish this. Alright, it is in my calendar. Look, near the date, just message me. I'll figure out where you can pick them up.
Thanks, Schmitty. Sever,
No problem.
anything else you want to do while we're here?
I can't think of anything. I want to get Terry like a birthday present, but he doesn't have like an Oscar the Grouch. If you think of like maybe a bike, but it runs on like I don't know oil or something.
A what? Like a
I don't know,
bicycle?
so, like some sort of bicycle that is I don't know electric or fuel powered.
But it's already the most efficient vehicle. Why would you put fuel on it?
I don't know. Maybe.
No, I'm just
well,
fucking with you,
I
man. Yeah, I know what a motorcycle is. Come on,
Oh,
dude.
cool, awesome. Is there a way we can like we should get started on it and then by Terry's birthday, like we can work on it together and we get him like a really cool motorcycle.
I do not have the time to figure out how to build a motorcycle. Big Stinky sells them though to, you know.
I just
luxury
figure we
goods.
get a bike and then we just put like.
You want me to
an
put
engine
like
on
a
it.
weed whacker engine on it? Like
Yeah,
a
that'd be really
lawnmower?
good. I think that'd work. Oh my
Sever, it's
God,
always
that'd be
nice
really
talking
sick.
to you, but again, I'm not allowed to openly be near explosive devices.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, well, we'll come back to it. I need to actually get Terry's birthday.
Who's Terry? No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I taught him shit. I'm just fucking around. All right. I'll see you schmoozers later.
See ya.
And then I think we stop by whatever Ozark simulacrum we can find to get permission to use the shrine in the warehouse.
You can go to the warehouse where an Ozark simulacrum is guarding stuff. Strangely enough, people are like moving in and out of this place semi-regularly. It seems like more of the task forces and or people of Tulst have figured out that this thing can be used and abused, and people are actively doing that. What consequences may come from that are yet to be seen.
So no security forces keeping people out?
Oh, there are, yeah.
Okay.
It's not like people can just walk into it. But basically everyone's going to where Nathaniel sleeps and fucking around there. Oh, suddenly we're just in a crowded shopping mall, apparently. Okay. You go in.
Right. Can you remind me the procedure of the shrine one more time? And for anybody who's viewing, it's new viewers here.
Essentially, what you do is you put in part of an item, spend 500 gold or more to see a vision of its whatever. Okay, now we're in a fucking clown town fiesta. What is going on here? Music. Get it together, man. So you ask a question, likely related to the past, because be careful with knowing the future, I suppose. And hopefully, with a little bit of luck, well, your question will be answered. For instance, you can put in, like, a doll's head and be like, who was the last person to hold this doll? Or when was this doll made?
And as we're walking there, I'll sever. I want to find out more about this sword. I had it identified. And I know that it was broken. I know what it could do. I know the properties that it has. I don't know how to fix it. And I don't know what its purpose was. Can you think of any good questions to ask that would help me learn that?
But it has to be in the past, right?
Yeah.
Why not ask when the sword was full? Like, the moment it was shattered.
That's a good idea. That would probably tell me a lot about why it was shattered. Maybe that would tell me enough about what to do to fix it.
Yeah.
I like this plan.
Yeah.
I will take a look at the hilt as I'm walking. Are there small pieces of the hilt that I could take apart to possibly put in there that I could consume with the spell to learn about it that wouldn't destroy its functionality?
I mean, so it's like a handguard. That's what a hilt is. This is a rather simple V shape of like, hey, if a sword's coming down, it will hopefully catch that before it hits your hand. If you're a good enough swordsman, you don't even need a hilt. This is purely for like minor hand protection. So in theory, you can just pop off a metal side or flange of it. The pommel normally is fitted to the sword after its completion, but in theory, that can be replaced if it's not important. Also, this is a magic sword. You're not exactly sure what part of it is like needed to maintain the enchantment. But an Ozark simulacrum can take a look at it, and most likely it's just going to be the blade. The handle, more or less, can be, ripped apart, really. Like, it's covered by, like, a strip of leather on the hands to give you more texture. Yeah. So, in theory, you can just peel that off and have it replaced.
I think that's the best thing to do, then.
Okay.
All right. So I will peel the leather off. I think I'm going to take 1,000 GP.
Okay.
So that we get the better odds of the question. Set up the shrine, ask Sever to watch my back, and say, show me the moment when this sword was shattered.
Yeah, the last time Sever watched someone's back while using the shrine.
I'm using a new D20 because I'm tired of that weighted piece of shit.
That's correct.
They went up in
saved the life of 2 different people who have fucked up on bad rolls in the sword. That's why I brought him with me. I trust this guy back.
I am rolling. You said 1,000?
I did say 1,000.
That's 2. That is close enough. It's not a 20. You. When was this sword shattered?
Said, show me when this sword was shattered. So I want to see the moment. I want to see the scene.
Okay.
That would hopefully tell me what broke it, too.
The lights around you turn into a viridian shade of green. They cascade over you. Sever is hanging out with Ozark, watching the vision unfold. You stare into this great big stone book, or stone-shaped book. And for you, Thatch, much like the previous times you did this as the experimental guinea pig, you get to witness a vision of the past. You do not recognize the scene, I believe, but were Terry here, he definitely would. There is a great ocean that has receded away, as if a tsunami is coming, but the wave is just not visible. Above you is a massive cliffside, which leads to a broken pier that has fallen off with the water's retreat. It's somewhere over there. It is foreboding how deep this cliffside is and how far on the bottom of the ocean you would be were the waves not going away. There is a humming twilight above you. You hear the sounds of a distant conflict, which increases in intensity the longer you look about, until at last you see a figure. A creature of around 6'7" height, black hair, palish skin, with a snarl on his face. Give me an insight roll, Thatch, as you stare at Alexander von Gleevlick, the Night Haunter.
Almost tried to roll it from the party sheet. Let's try that one.
Very
24.
nice. 24. Thatch! You're a fighter as well. And fighters get to ask questions about other fighters.
Ooh. Do I get the minute to observe him?
Oh yeah, you'll get a minute to observe him. And strangely enough, you won't see what he's fighting as he swings the full-forged, unbroken blade within your hand in the physical world. Currently, it is one singular blade, shining with the light as it chases after a creature unseen by this vision. Your insight roll was to determine what's going through this creature's mind. And I say creature more so than man. Even though he is 100% human, there is something about him which is off. There is a lack of fear, a complete alien, almost bestial. I don't even know how to describe it, really. It's not like a presence, because it's just irradiating from him. But as this creature moves, you start to feel like, oh, okay. This is someone who is very comfortable with death, to the point where it's more akin to a natural disaster than a human being with thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And the mindlessness that this creature is going about its business to destroy is noticeable to you, Thatch. You may choose 2 of those following characteristics and observe Alexander von Gleevlick, the Night Haunter. His motions wild, his swings large but fast.
I only get to tell if two of those statistics are equal, superior, or inferior to mine.
True.
I figured that total class levels and fighter levels, probably superior. I don't think I need to ask that. Maybe current hit points, I would know. Armor class, why would I want to know that? I want to know about the sword.
To kill.
We all know that his dexterity score is definitely superior to mine.
This is
So, I would say, what do you think, guys? Strengthen armor class, strengthen current hit points.
Sure.
I mean, it's just free info. This man is dead. He's been dead for hundreds, if not thousands, of years.
So current hit points are lower than yours.
Yes,
current hit points for sure. But in this vision,
yeah, go ahead.
they are also lower than yours. He is fighting something that you just cannot see. Strength score, vastly superior. He has superseded his human limitations, Thatch. It is terrifying. Either way, he swings, he fights, he does what he did in life. Until at last his sword catches something. And there is a press in that he tries to go for in attempting to cut something or someone. And then, for a fragment of a second, you get to see what it is he's fighting. A creature, 11 feet tallish, oscillating in shades of black, as if he is like a strobe light made human. The sword catches him on the thigh, and then with a sickening crack, the blade shatters. Fragments like a grenade. Goes everywhere. And Alexander, without missing a beat, drops the hilt and begins to fist fight this creature that suddenly disappears again. You do not see the end of this combat. It ends far before the conclusion. The vision ends, the light fades, and Thatch takes a step back, not floored by this discovery or anything like that. Just, I don't know what Thatch feels or thinks in this moment.
Was it helpful?
I'll describe what I saw to you. And I'll ask you, do you think I should describe this to Ozark?
I mean, he's like right here.
How to fix it.
Hi!
Like right here.
Ozark just waves.
I tried.
He's been watching.
He was established as being right next to me.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I can just... He puts fingers in his ears.
I kind of figured as much, Ozark.
Well,
since you already know what's going on, since you heard that whole conversation, you know what this blade is. You know that it once used to be whole, and I would like to know how to fix it. Do you have any idea?
This simulacrum will roll an intelligence check. That's 4.
He licks it.
Okay. Honestly, I'm surprised it's still active. If it is of legendary quality, you'll need a smith to reforge it, obviously, and then someone to maintain the enchantment. In theory, Arvo could have done that, but he's a little bit busy being dead at the moment.
Smitty is kind of a vampire, so I wouldn't go that way with the sword.
I'm not gonna lie, Thatch. If this is a super powerful magical enchantment weapon, you may just want to keep it as it is. I mean, we took that +3 anti-vampire sword from you. Chances are they take this one as well. Look, man, I live in this warehouse now. I'm not considered a part of the team, apparently. You accidentally fireball one orphanage, chasing down a Jerome, and suddenly you get on the shit list. It's not my fault that orphanage was there.
I don't think you're wrong, but I've heard that the other Ozarks, they use magic missile. I don't think you can mess with
No
that
one was even hurt. It was just the rooftop, and then the self-defense system kicked in and turned it off. Like,
Ozark, I appreciate the information, and we've all seen Jerome, and I kind of understand.
it's not like this man can dodge everything. If you center a fireball on him, some part's gonna get hit.
Unless he has evasion.
Fuck you. Coraline's
But I'm not
ghost. A magic missile flies out of nowhere and just hits you upside the head.
Shield.
I understand, and I have the information that I need. There may be a time to fix it, but now is not that time.
Yeah, Thatch,
Yep.
It's really cool you got this sword, but from what I've seen, like, you're the one who has the sword, not like the sword is particularly special. I mean, like, look, vampire sword drops on the floor. It's garbage. You're awesome, and I mean, I'm pretty sure that whatever enchantment broke the bond between us is probably because your fate is your own. It doesn't have to be intertwined with mine.
Oh.
Yeah, those are kind words.
Ozark grabs his heart, knowing that it's fully made of ice.
I mean, it's a tool, and we can use it. It might not be as amazing as, say, the tusk splitter, wherever it is, but, you know, it'll do its purpose.
That weapon scares me. I'll stick with this one, I think. Alright, thanks, Ozark.
Have fun.
Don't get too bored down here.
I never will. You all leave as Ozark menacingly cackles behind you. And eventually, at the end of this day, you all regroup. And after an hour and a half of downtime, well, what's the plan?
Can I make a quick stop at the armory to see if that rascally hobbit has returned my cloak?
Rascally hobbit has returned your cloak.
You know, the cloak of advantage on stealth in the dark?
Yeah, it is totally not there.
Bastard.
That is super in Ugarest right now.
Ben would also like to go to the armory
Okay.
You kind
to
of need
try
to.
and get a rapier.
I'm sorry, a what?
A rapier.
Okay. Would you settle for a +1 Morningstar?
No.
You just want a plain rapier.
I mean,
Yeah, if you want a regular rapier, go for it.
yeah, that's good enough for me.
Yeah, they give those out to rogues. They don't have like a +1 or magical one, but I mean, all the rogues have stolen them in the world.
And then Fen wants to go buy diamond dust.
You need diamond dust?
Yeah, Fen needs diamond dust.
How much gold's worth of diamond dust can you buy?
Will the party allow me 100 GP worth?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Subtract the gold, add it to your character sheet.
Sounds good.
I'll take it off the party sheet.
Sounds good.
By my count, JC, we have 24,000 gold worth of gold and gems on the party sheet, plus whatever gems you're carrying on you.
I've still got 12 500
You
GP
got-
gems.
500 GP gems. So that's 30,000 gold pieces.
Well,
Buy an
Yeah, so
airship?
I've got some good news. I found an airship. It's a little slow. It's a little old.
It's a little powered by natural gas.
Yes, but many of them are. It might not fly very well or very far, but it's affordable. We could buy it for a measly 18,750 gold.
Can we crew it ourselves?
hell no.
No.
Do we have to
We
pay
could
the crew?
outsource to the Smugglers Guild and try and find people there.
I mean, if you kidnap
we-
some people and ties them up to the helm, I mean, would they not cruise
I don't
for
think we're
free?
going to be able to find a crew unless we can pay them.
If we buy the ship, will Tolst give us a crew to fly it?
Post will use it for its own purposes then, you know? I mean, we'll just be able using it. Still worth it. What else are we gonna do with the gold, right?
I mean, I
Can
would
we
love to
not
buy an
pay a
airship.
crew?
I mean,
we
John,
can
the
hire
ship
a crew.
had what sort of range? Like, he said he couldn't go to Destry. Was that a fuel capacity problem or just a fuel availability problem?
Well, his goal was to
Why
go to
not both?
Alakazam, but you wanted him to go to Destry, which is completely in the opposite direction.
Right.
To him, that's we can't go there.
Airships
but I'm
like to
wondering-
move in like at most 1,000 miles of distance. That's kind of when they are pushing the red line. In theory, they can go longer. A transport airship, which this man has a range of 1,500 miles, for instance. But even with that, like, Destry's 1,000 miles away from Tolst.
So, how does that compare to the squad squawker we had? Is it pretty similar?
No, the Scott Squawker had like a quarter of that range. And
Oh,
was
so this
run
has a
on
much
something
better
else.
range.
Oh yeah, for
Okay.
sure. The Squad Squawker can't even make the trip from Tolst to Thorazor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like an interterritorial thing.
I mean, what's it going to cost for us to fuel it and crew it and get it to Thorazor? If we can get it to Thorazor, do you think we can get fuel from the muster fields?
Well, in my expert opinion, having flown airships for these many weeks, I would say it would cost about, John?
Are we really playing this game of we are now airship merchants?
Not if you give us a flat GP cost we pay and then we can use it.
Yeah. Just like, what would it cost?
I
to
want
have
you
this
all
airship
to
and just
realize
forget
how much
about it?
I hate this, as on a personal level. This campaign is not about we are becoming airship merchants, and now we are going to be doing math on how much fuel we need with all the money that we're getting from raiding. The whole reason that I don't do this with the raid team is because the tyrant owns the airship. And now I can hand wave all of that and just tell them their range. But what you fuckers are doing is the opposite of John. We want to own this airship, run it, fuel it, man it, hire our own crew. It's going to be ours forever. And I really don't like that just player line. And I want to nip this in the bud now.
Okay. Airship off the table then?
No, we can just buy it and
It will be Tolst's airship.
Yeah.
And then I
exactly.
can hand wave things. But if you want this to be your own personal craft, I'm going to say no. Because you're not airship merchants. You are adventurers.
I just don't want to walk places.
I understand. It's why I keep giving you airships, even though you keep crashing them into the fucking ground.
So
You're
it's
making me
owned
roll.
by Tolst.
You
I mean,
can
I'm
buy
still
it,
not-
but
I'm
your
still down
money
with it.
that you have is Tolst's money. It's not your money. This isn't a individual purchase.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
So let's buy it.
Okay,
It's now Tolst's airship.
there you go.
All right. I will take care of adjusting the party sheet.
Can't wait to see you guys crash this one too. This
Yeah,
one
well,
actually has money attached to it now.
What loot's for?
Now we're losing something.
18,750.
Yep.
All right. Take care of it.
All right. So, without telling anyone, you're just going to buy this airship and expect them to crew it. So, they're going to be a little surprised when you
Tyrants
suddenly
and toast.
roll up. But
The
not
tyrant
so
loves getting new
surprised.
airships.
Very true. One,
Look,
two,
I didn't even
three,
steal it.
4, 5. Yes, 5.
Can we have Schmitty just be on there as the constant Oscar the Grouch mechanic?
Nope. He's
Does
far
I
too
follow the
important.
captain home when he's walking away with our loot?
Oh no.
Also, he wouldn't be able to get all the explosives you need if he was suddenly trapped on your airship. At one point, he wanted to like make his way up to airship captain, but the raid team kind of shut him down immediately.
Oh, we'll take him with us.
They
if he
made him
wants.
eat a rat, which,
They hazed him.
yeah.
They let us steal this airship, and all it took was paying them 18,000 gold.
Okay. It will take them 5 days to find an actual crew and outfit it so that it can not immediately be shot down the moment, you know.
I mean, guns?
Not good ones, but yeah.
Yes.
It's got a BB gun attached to the bottom.
We have upgrades.
What do you want to call your new ship?
Oh no.
JC? No, I'm sorry. Corleen, this is your duty.
Oh, it's so soon. The last one was barely a few weeks ago. I'm willing to take suggestions from the peanut gallery. No?
Fen, it's okay. We all miss duty. We know he said the word duty and it set you off, but...
Huh?
He's just really out of it, man.
Nah, Fen was just gnawing on the straitjacket.
Let me out. Let me out of here.
Are you sure he's all right, Antoine?
No, I'm pretty sure he's gone. But maybe with fresh air and a little time at Atoll's, he'll be better.
Maybe we
He
can
drank
give him
my
something to
essence.
think about.
I'm like, he drank my essence. Like he's. I don't know.
that-
I look back.
That reminds me, we should have one of the closets refitted into a brig in case, he goes really nutso.
For the best. But anyways, names. Let's just pick one. How about
How many have we crashed so far? 2 or 3.
Okay, third time's the charm is now its name.
Okay.
That's what I was going with.
Third time's the charm. All right.
actually your fourth one?
No, one of them wasn't ours.
Okay.
Did you
And
not
it wasn't
crash
my
it,
fault
though?
that it. No. The captain, which was not me, ran into the pillar or something, and that
Was
and
that
we crashed.
Steel Dicks?
That was Steel Dick, yeah.
That was Steel
Yeah.
Dick, yeah.
Yeah, that was totally
Okay.
nothing to do with me.
Why don't we take our first break here?
Love it.
And in 5 days, we'll actually go and do something. All right.
Sounds
cool.
good.
We'll be right back, everyone. Hello. Is it finally time to go to Destry? Why would you get the reward from Toast? Oh, www.vampirebadbagels.com. Okay. My mic is unmuted. Fuck. Hi, Charlie. You beautiful man. You know what? I'll just keep talking to you. Charlie, how are you? I'm watching the chat. I thought I clicked the mute button, but now I'm just gonna own it. You won't be able to hear anyone else. I'm glad you're great, bro. I'm so happy. Who else is here? 13 viewers. What the fuck? That can't be right. This is wrong. We need to roll the ads, yeah. Hello, everyone. We're back after those wonderful messages. How are we all doing? How are we feeling? Are we ready to actually go somewhere and do some things?
Really hope
Maybe.
so.
Well, you are together. Are we going to skip to 5 days? Or are we going to use that time to actually do something? And have this ship meet you in Thorazor or what?
Could learn a spell or two.
Do you need to
Basically
learn a spell?
first. Pardon?
Do you need to learn a spell?
Some first level and second level that I didn't pick up,
Such as?
such as one of them is gentle repose. Repose.
Wow, it's not yet.
So we can keep our body parts fresh.
That's fair. That is fair.
We don't have the
Yeah.
mistake of rotting brains again.
Okay. Ugh. You want to learn gentle repose?
Repose, yes, exactly.
Go ahead and roll me a 1d100 and tell me your intelligence score, not modifier.
My intelligence score is an 18.
Cool. Then don't roll a 90. Perfect.
Nice.
You.
I'm sorry, 20. It's a 20. Not
Oh.
an 18.
Then don't roll 95. You rolled a 33. You can definitely learn a spell. Roll me 2d2 to see how many days it takes.
Oh, sorry.
All
It was a 2d4.
It's okay.
We'll just take a
be
high and a
3.
low.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take a high and a low. Okay, so that is 3 days right there. Are you wanting to learn the first level?
First level, that would be this thing called Tensor's Floating Disk.
Okay. Roll me a 1d100, and then we'll just make it a 2. Perfect.
2
That's
it
a
is.
paradigm spell if I've ever heard one.
Alrighty, you take Tensor's floating disc. You may now summon a carriage of sorts, or a platform.
Yeah.
A slow disc.
Mhm. Okay. Well, 2 spells learned.
I want to go see Fen in his padded room.
Fen is in a
He's
padded
just
room.
in Paradigm's room.
He's
Right,
in
the padded room.
Paradigm's padded stable.
Fen, you did a great job sowing dissent in the ranks of the leeches that we fought back in the swamp.
Whoa.
I was
what the
wondering if
Oh,
you had
yeah.
some ideas about how we could do the same for the paladins. Maybe you can help me work on something to try to persuade them away from the way that they are.
Yeah, I could help with that. But we couldn't really use the tactic I used on the leeches, because, you know, paladins are... most paladins are semi-intelligent people. You seem smarter than most of the ones I've met. They usually just blindly believe anything that does a show of power in front of them. And that's a good way to start. With the leeches, I just kind of whispered in their ear, making it sound like their buddies were telling each other to fuck themselves. And, you know, they just started infighting. They're easy, they're stupid. But paladins are a little harder. That show of, like, great strength in front of them, or, like, show them that the thing that they're worshipping isn't as strong as they think it is, you know?
Do you think they might... We are owed a favor from a powerful illusionist. Do you think an illusion might suit to at least as a show of power to start with?
Well, how long can you keep it up?
I
If you show them one thing one time, how long is that going to last before the literal 20-foot tall angels start making that show of power constantly?
I mean, we don't have to be the show of power constantly. Ideally, we get them on our side and then, well, the tyrant is unironically powerful, right?
Yeah, but what happens after, right? You get a win for now, but in the long term, they're just going to go back to what they fought before. Most of them will probably be killed for the treasonous action, but those will just be examples, right?
The DM has a thought that may or may not have actually been thought by Terry. Why do people follow this herald? What is the appeal?
From what Terry can gather, right, is Fen had one very good idea, right? That she is unironically powerful. They also believe that they have some kind of connection to the divinity which they worship, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they think they are getting closer to that and maybe believe that this herald speaks on behalf of that divinity. Those were the 2 pieces I had.
Well, if they believe that, how are you going to defeat or supplant it? Are you going to say the tyrant is your new god? Lo and behold, check him out. He's kind to citizens?
Terry's idea is to undermine their belief that the herald has any better idea of what that power believes than they do, right? The herald is more like them than like the divinity, right?
So you want to humanize these extraterrestrials.
Right. I guess.
Okay. Well, we have a goal at least.
Fen just keeps going. You have to have, like, a layer of truth within lies you're trying to spin, and he just goes on about spider webs. and how lies are just webs of them.
Just starts talking about spider webs.
No, he's talking about lies.
Oh, but where did the spiders come in?
The spider is Terry in this.
Uh,
I'm a spider? I'll
It's a
look down.
metaphor, Terry. You're spinning a web of lies, but at the base there has to be some form of truth. If you want to discredit someone, you find the truth about something wrong with them, and then you build off of it by lying.
I know a couple things. I know that she claimed she would, when she called me in my vision, that she would just send me back, but she attempted to kill me, right? For defying her. That's a point where she's lying.
That wasn't a lie.
Yeah, I mean,
You
it's
went
a lie.
back, didn't you?
She said she would let anybody leave, be fine.
That wasn't
and they
necessarily a
didn't.
lie.
Well, you can be spun that way at least, right? It was a deception, if not a lie.
It was a spinning of the truth.
It was a deception for sure. And additionally, I have a good story, but no proof that I believe she specifically targeted the City of Blinding Lights, the home of paladins, to drive them out, to drive them to her arms.
And all she has to do is say that was part of her holy mission given to her by her god, the god that they likely revere, to get rid of that city and force them outward to seek new horizons and fight on their behalf.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough sell. I agree. I don't know how to break that assumption that she understands the will of the divinity. That's the hardest part.
Well, find out if they actually talk. Do they communicate with each other? Or is she just listening to some ambient voice in her head that could be just her conscience? Or her own goals and ambitions?
Interesting. I'm sure it won't work, but I wonder if we could try spying on her with that orb.
The attempt can be made, but I won't be me, and I tighten my straitjacket.
Orlena offers, apparently.
Coraline
She's
just
been
like
sitting
walks by
outside
the
the door.
room and
You
sees
guys-
Alyssa talking.
The Herald hasn't been seen since, like, the beginning of winter. Only Fresnoth, her reincarnated self? She seems to be the Herald's hands in this case.
Yeah, so if we can get any
Or is
information on the leadership there, Fresnoth, the Herald.
So interrogate Fresnoth. Find out how to break her. Violence likely won't be the option, but
Yeah, I think the first thing to do is just get more information. We need to know more about our enemies. Thanks for this talk, Fen. I appreciate your insight.
I was a spy.
You leave the loon to his padded cell. You know, Fen, there is something nice about the straitjacket. It's like you're giving yourself a hug at all times.
Mm-hmm. It's comforting.
Something that you could not do or give or get when you were a sewer rat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyone else have anything to do in these 5 days before your ship is ready?
Just help the ship get ready.
Okay. Thatch?
I had a thought going to Angela. Angela, when you scried on Leech Dan, you were able to see him and the conduits and everything around them, right? Including the ziggurat.
Yes.
Can you scry on the ziggurat itself instead of scrying on Leech Dan? And if you scry on it, can we scry on it from higher up? Can we maybe use that to determine where it's located?
I believe it's a different role, speaking mechanically, of a location I don't really know. There is something to it. I'll put it in chat so we all can read this.
Indeed. I love novels. Here we go.
It's at the bottom.
It is at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Instead of targeting a creature, you can choose a location you have seen before as the target of the spell. Sensor appears at the location and doesn't move. Can we try to scry higher up and see if we can see the ziggurat and see any landmarks around it?
Scrying does not work as it does in 2E. You cannot choose the distance of which you would do it. If 4 different people scryed on the same object, it would all be in the same lens. Almost like a fixed camera. It's super lame, but it's also for the DM to be like, hey, yo, fuck you.
God, it's like the Lakitu in fucking Mario 64.
Yeah. It is not the greatest of spells, probably intentionally. That being said, John is a kind and benevolent god, so all you have to do is tell me that you wish to spy on the pyramid.
We wish to spy on the pyramid.
Give the orb to Thatch, Mr. Study Boy. You're too busy studying your spells.
Oh, I can actually use it?
Yeah, here's a question. Does this fighter can do it?
This is an item.
I mean,
yes.
Anyone can do it. Shit. It's casting the spell through it. It just... Oh, no, it has a set DC.
Oh, I thought you needed to be able to cast the spell itself.
Nope.
Or it had to be on your spell list.
Mm-mm.
It's an item.
Nice.
It's super powerful, guys.
Joe's just busy studying. Thatch walks by, kind of points to his corner. There you go.
Shit. Yes, I walk over to the orb. And...
You want to?
Oh, damn! I can't. I can't.
What?
You know why? Because I wasn't there when you scryed on it. I don't know what it looks like. You're gonna have to get somebody else who was there.
Oh shit.
We'll do it.
Ben was there.
I'll
When
go get
Coraline desperately
RP.
wants this fucking Scrying orb, guys.
I'll just step
figure
out
out a
the-
way to
I'll
do
st-
it.
I'll step out the hall and be like, Coraline, are you there?
Coraline drops from the ceiling, spine on Antoine, dagger in hand.
She's in one of Spider Ozark's webs.
You look at her room and she's like wrapping something and she just kind of moves it. Yes, what? What?
We had an idea to scry on the ziggurat itself. But I wasn't there, I don't know what it looks like. But you looked into the orb, did you not?
Yes, with Anshua.
You want to come use it?
Yes, of course.
Well,
go away. I will
finish whatever you're doing. Yeah, I'll meet you in Antro's room. And I'll walk out.
All right.
Okay.
3 minutes later, she walks in.
Okay.
What?
You are in Antoine's room. You now have access to the Scrying orb. We'll handwave the previous conversation and say it happened now.
Oh, powerful orb of scrying. I search for a red sandstone ziggurat, preferably leech infested.
Okay. It will make a saving throw. You have seen it. So it is... You saw it through this thing. I'm going to consider that secondhand.
I think that's what it is. Like if you see it through scrying, it's not well known. That's for sure.
It's true. You don't possess anything of it, unfortunately.
Leech brains, if they were there.
Nope.
No. Okay.
That's not part of the ziggurat.
DC, what was it? 17?
17.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Coraline, you close your eyes, summon the image to your head. It's a foggy little thing for you. You mostly got to see Leechy Dan. After a brief moment, your eyes focus into the orb, and you can see within the crystal ball a pyramid. It is in a swamp.
What?
It's like a top-down view. You're looking down on it.
Identify markers, Coraline.
Yeah, is there anything that might be seen from? I don't know. Does Tolst have any satellite imagery or?
No. What's the satellite?
What can she see of the surrounding imagery?
Yep. Look
Swamp.
for rivers.
Is it the same color swamp that we were seeing when we were flying above it?
So you are just high enough to view the entire thing from like corner to corner and edge to edge here.
Yeah.
So
Can she see the different colored flames?
no, she cannot. She's too high. Maybe if she squints her eyes. But you're not going to be able to get too much detail of the surroundings of this thing.
Yeah,
Maybe it was a
if I could-
special property of Lychee Dan, as if he wanted you to see him. Or maybe it was so detailed because Lychee Dan was all of those things that Antoine saw. Which is a horrifying thought to think if, you know, Lychee Dan was all of the conduits and thus you could see the conduits because he was Lychee Dan. But then the ziggurat itself would also be Lychee Dan. And now you're spying on the ziggurat, and now it's all fuzzy and whatnot.
So I'm not able to see if
It's
the
not like
swamp
you're a
from this-
mile high, right? Or like
Yeah.
50 miles high, looking down and like, oh, there's the river and there's the city of Thorazor. It's more like you're 300 feet up, you can just see the pyramid's entirety.
No, I'm just wondering if I can see, like, because we flew over the swamp in an airship. So,
No.
like, does the swamp look sort of the same as the swamp we were flying around?
Yep.
Okay, so it could be in that swamp.
It could definitely be in Morefester.
Okay. I'll keep looking for 10 minutes, whatever the spell lasts, see if I see any special birds or something that might narrow it down.
One of Fenn's flightless birds flies by.
Yeah, flies. If you do see them, it's kind of a blur.
Okay. I mean, I'll hunt for anything I can identify, but if you say there's nothing else, then
Yeah.
that'll be it.
Yeah. That's basically it.
That was an interesting experience. Were you able to see Thatch?
Yes, I was looking through. I couldn't see anything. It seemed very fuzzy.
Yeah, the swamp, it could be the same one, but, you know, a swamp is a swamp.
Yeah. Well, he's out there somewhere. You think of any other ways to try to find him?
Let me try again. Oh, orb of scrying. What a wonderful thing you are. Show me that big-ass leech that shut me down last time.
That one you didn't even see. You just saw its
Yeah,
trail.
it's a bit dicey.
Oh.
Sever
Yeah.
saw it.
Unfortunately,
No, wait,
Sever's
Corleone
not.
and I saw it. We were on that island where it shot us. The elephant leech was on that island we swam to.
Was that the one that shot you down?
It
Oh,
was
I
one
see.
that shot
Never
Sever
mind.
down, but you know.
Oh, okay.
You were shot at multiple times. Either way, the scrying orb does not show you or reveal the giant worm that shot you down.
At this point, Terry comes by and saying, Antoine, I need to borrow this scrap. Oh, everybody's already here.
Hey, Terry, it's a party. What do you need it for?
I wanted to see if we could see what Tarquina was up to.
Ooh.
Fenn worms his way in.
He
Who's
just
Tarquina
like
again?
rolls
Terry,
in.
roll me a
Yeah.
religion check.
Absolutely. Religion. Starts with an R.
Oh!
Oof.
You say the word Tarquina, and suddenly there is a mote of flame behind you, Terry. You don't you don't even see this at first. Thatch, Corleone, Antoine, while reading his notes, just hears a whoosh, flame noise.
I will grab something and throw it over top of the scrying orb as fast as I can. Be like, Terry, think something's watching us.
Is
Dude.
my room burning?
No. There's just this, like, yellowish, orangish, reddish flame that is just circling, like, behind Terry. So not, like, going in front of him, but just like, whoop, 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 whoop.
Someone should probably tell the tyrant about this.
After about 6 seconds, everyone in their minds hears an alarm. This is called the alarm spell.
I tossed the scrying orb back to Antoine.
I hide it. Quick stashing,
I
like I'm
didn't even-
stashing some of
I had
my
already thrown
sorcerer
something
pot.
over.
John, just a point of clarification. I didn't even get to the point of using the scrying orb, right?
Nope.
No.
No, you saw a word.
You just said the word.
I'll grab Terry by the shoulders. Like, here, Terry, come on, let's go find somebody. And I'll step him out to the hallway and find the nearest closet, put him in there, and then shut the door.
All right. You
I don't
shove him
wanna
in a
use the
dark
orb.
room where there is a garden homunculus in standby mode.
Hey, Garden Homunculus, this guy wanted me to talk to you for some reason.
This faceless clay automaton twists its head to look at you in the darkness that is illuminated by this mode of flame. After around 3 minutes, the flame will flicker off and be gone. But the alarms will still go in people's heads as someone gets on a PA system and says, "There's been a breach in our defenses. Everyone, please go into lockdown mode right the fuck now, or else."
We're all locking down in Antoine's room while Terry's locked down in a closet.
After I lock Terry in the closet, I will look through for somebody of authority, security-wise, or a Ozark simulacrum. And
Yeah,
let
there's
him
an
know
Ozark
that
simulacrum running through the hallway with like a
Like, I'm
detect magic going.
Ozark, I know what the breach is, and I will inform him of
Thatch.
what happened, but I will not say the name of said lady.
What the fuck, man? Ugh. Then he goes to the closet. Terry, you're like being hugged by the garden homunculus who is in
You're
comfort
such
mode.
a good listener.
It nods its head in understanding. Ozark immediately slaps it off of you, grabs you, pulls you out of the closet, does dispel magic several times. It's like, what have we told you? In general, what have we told you? What happened? Many more Ozarks, and maybe even Sever, who, you know, Sever, you're a bro. You're going into lockdown mode. You can fight an angel, no big deal.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of an angel. Let's fuck those angels.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you're in the Tyrant's
Huh?
house. You're gonna get healed nonstop. It's great. You all gather at the point of breach, which is in Antoine's room. And an Ozark simulacrum's blaming Antoine, another one's blaming Fen, checking his straitjacket to see if it's on. Wait, is Fen even there? I don't think he is.
Yeah, Fen rolled into the room.
Okay, you rolled into the room. Alright,
Yeah,
he's
he
just
tripped
like,
and couldn't get back up.
we need to get this man a wheeler. They look at you all. And then one eye's Coraline. Coraline, give me a persuasion check not to have godly extraterrestrial bullshit not be your
It
fault.
wasn't her. I
Not a
assist her.
deception.
Ben, your word means nothing.
Yeah.
16. That's not bad.
Okay. 16 isn't bad. They look around and says, alright, what the fuck did you guys do?
We were discussing ways to counteract people in Thor Resort, and a name was brought up by Terry. And something immediately popped up behind his head. We then quickly tried to usher him out of the room to a point where he couldn't be seen or he couldn't see anything. Then we went and got you.
Good job, Thatch. He claps you on the back. Terry, man, what did we tell you? We tell everybody not to say words of power. Didn't you read the docket? The memo?
Which memo was that? Must not have gotten to me.
The one where we say an extraterrestrial of supreme power has been summoned in Destry? Everyone is to refer to it by the name of the Herald?
Yeah, nobody told me that.
Unbelievable, Terry. Alright, it's fine. They only spied on Antois and all of your faces. So now they can always scry on you, but that's fine.
We don't mean much.
You know,
Oh.
if you ever see, like, an invisible thing that's just floating around you, you're being spied on. Should probably
It's
be
in
on
my
the
face.
lookout for that. You know, it's pretty crazy. We have a bunch of anti-scrying bullshit here, but,
Doesn't work.
apparently not.
Hmm.
Fen will actually immediately... Hold on, let me see. Is this something... I ask an Ozark Simulacrum for, stuff to do see invisibility.
Do you have see invisibility?
Yeah,
Do you not have the spell components for see invisibility?
it's a pinch of talc, I forgot about it, and powdered silver.
Do you not have a arcane focus?
I have my harmonica.
You're a
Well-
bard. That's your arcane focus.
That's your arcane focus.
Oh, I cast it.
You cast it. There is nothing invisible here.
We're safe for now. I look around from the ground.
You look around. You see many legs. Ozark
I'm still reading. I'm
hides
still
his
studying.
robe. Antoine's just in full,
Yeah.
like, normal.
Like,
Alrighty. Well, you have been witnessed.
That's again.
Yeah, here we go.
You hid the scrying orb somewhere, so they're not exactly sure why. But, you know, Terry's connected somehow to the Blazing Star, and it makes sense that he would channel the word Tarquina and something would happen, so they warn you, don't do it again, Terry.
Mhm.
Be more careful of your surroundings. You're a paladin. You're a magical man. Words have power in this world.
Antoine, you've known him longer than I. Do you think he did that on purpose?
no. I mean, I had this crazy former party member who would love to say the word Jerome. Brought a back. He like Jerome came. Like he was just insane. You know, like some people do this. You know.
There's a distant scrawling of, I am being summoned.
Silly Rembrandt.
Are the Ozark Simulacrums gone? Did they walk away already?
Yeah, they can leave.
I ask Antoine if I can see the orb.
Joy laughs.
It's I'm genuine. I want to see if I can figure out anything about Lotharian.
Another, no, I'm
He rolls it. He rolls the orb. to
Ben, you can
Ben,
catch
who's
it
on
in your
still on the
teeth.
ground.
I do.
Alright, you sucking it up like a snoot penguin.
Hmm. I stop it and I ask it about. I want to scry on Lotharian, the woman I saw in so many visions.
It doesn't work.
Damn. I ask it about the moon snake.
I take it back from him. That's enough.
I roll onto it.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, if you break this thing,
Damn it!
It shatters.
you fucking broke
Damn
it.
it.
Oh my
What?
god.
There's
You
no
all
save
hear a
option.
crunching of glass.
Oh no.
I immediately say, Fen, you're off the team, and that's it.
You guys realize it was just a bit of foil within his straitjacket. They gave him a tinfoil hat. That or it's from his breakfast burrito. I'm not gonna break a fucking rare item on an nat one as a joke. That'd be such a BM move.
Yeah, I totally wasn't scared that was exactly what you were gonna do. Not at all. Not even. At
Be
the
careful!
slightest.
He marks down 1 tick out of 3. 2 more of those and it'll shatter.
Look, I had to try and take an opportunity at some point.
All right, team. Should we go to Thor's or try to do something?
Yeah, sounds good.
Sure,
I have-
but this one we cannot crash. We cannot get shut down.
Understood.
Are you sure
Yeah,
you guys
we-
don't want to go to Destry? Where you could get
we-
shot down, but also get all of that money?
Oh, I wrote a letter. It's fine. Well, it's fine.
So I know I made a mistake there, but can I not still scry on the person who cannot be named?
No.
I mean,
Look,
Ben
Terry,
votes no.
for a being of that power, if scrying on them is like doing this, and Coraline puts her finger like right here. You see, you're not touching, can't get mad, but it's annoying.
Okay, do I care if she's annoyed?
She does know your face.
I say, Terry, if you want to do it, here it is. Go far away and do it. But do not do it in my room.
Perhaps we should do it when we get to Thorazor, so we don't set off any other alarms. If we do that in here, pretty sure the Ozarks are not going to be too happy about it.
It might be worse in Thorazor, where she can sick her angels on us readily.
Okay, let's do it in a place where there's good defenses. I'd
Here?
love to hear it.
I just
There
want
are
to
no
study,
good,
guys.
better defense than here.
Thorazor is already being assaulted by them. I don't
Terry,
think
you
their
just
defenses
go
are
into the
good enough.
closet again.
The
Put me in the
portal
broom.
homunculus will keep you safe. Or
Yep.
the fucking garden homunculus.
Go for it.
All right, I'll take my take the ball, go into the closet,
Fen rolls away.
Yeah.
and I'm
Plug my
going to
ears.
try to. I think I should have first-hand knowledge of
I think you do as well.
specifically viewed the fight between her and a giant robot.
As well as directly spoke with her.
True.
That too.
Terry, I want you to say it. I want you to say who you're scrying on.
Wait, Terry or Koron?
I
This
want
is
you both.
important.
You're both the same person to me right now. That's how immersed I am in your performance.
I want to
You can-
scry on the Herald.
That's
I'm not
her
fucking
name.
saying the name again, John.
That's not her name, Terry. You have to
I'm
think
not
it.
doing it.
You can think it.
Okay, but I'm not saying it. I just want to be clear on this.
You mutter it under
Be
your breath. It's fine.
Tarquina.
Commits
Explodes.
And
We're all dead.
Oh, Terry.
1984.
Terry, your vision widens as the orb falls out of view. It is as if you are suddenly viewing everything in 1920p. You have perfect vision. You are there wherever you are. And you know where you are? Somewhere beautiful. Somewhere in the skies. Near... somewhere. I suppose it doesn't matter. There is sun illuminating you. We're gonna say it's daytime all of a sudden, because we'd never decided what day it was or what time of day you were doing this meeting. It is a beautiful evening, afternoon, sunset, sometime later in the day. And you get to see that pretty face, the alien face, someone who has been so close to the sun, tanned, hairless, with fiery wings sprouting from her back. I believe there are 8 of them. She wears great adorned armor of dark metal and brass, shining, reflective, like a star in the sky. And she's looking directly at you, Terry. Her eyes glow with a burning incandescence. There is no iris or pupil or cornea. It is just pure flame. She sees you immediately, and you see her. And you can hear her, Terry, as well as see her. and she has seen and heard you. Taratai, if you wish to speak, I would have visited you in a dream. What is it?
Why? Why do you think the tyrant is so evil?
He will destroy our world.
How do you know such a thing?
Because there are many like him. And each one, no matter the year, the time, the age, the place, they all aim to destroy it.
You speak in riddles, not in fact.
You are my enemy. Currently. I would love to show you the truth of this world, Terry, but man was given free will. And who am I to enslave you against your will? If you wish for the truth, you may seek it. But you only know one side of the coin. What makes you think that you're on the right side of this war?
Well, only one side is shared with me any information.
I have welcomed you with open arms. I have gave call to all connected to our faith. This is not the first time. Yes.
You gave call, gave nothing to show any factual basis to what you're saying. You just
You left before I could.
World. Not of my own volition, because you damn near killed me.
I dropped my pen, she says, looking down at the endless void that she is hiding her hands, taking that.
All I said is I did not understand why I was here, and you gave me no more reason, no more explanation.
Do you need a tutor? Do you want me to hold your hand, Taratai? Can you not seek answers yourself?
I am. That's why I'm here.
Well. If you wish to leave Tolst, I will have you picked up. Join me, Terry, and I will explain to you everything.
Sorry, that's just not a good enough explanation. And can I will myself out of this?
Yeah, you can end the spell.
Alright, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Terry shuts off the orb. The orb lingers on a indifferent face. And you exit out of the closet.
Alright, I'll go return to my team.
The garden homunculus swears his secrecy to you, because he cannot talk, nor did he see anything.
He just raises his pinky finger.
You go back to your team.
You're my best friend, garden homunculus.
If it had eyes, it would cry. But if it had a mouth, it would scream. You all regather. Woo!
Ship's ready to go. Let's go.
Alright, off to Thorazor, and I will just drop off this letter to Cocaine Bad Bagel on my way out.
How?
Who's going to deliver it?
I have no idea how the postal service works with vampires. It's addressed to Cocaine Bad Bagel, and he'll get it.
Put it in a mailbox somewhere?
He's gonna get it. I really, honestly...
There's just one guy in the mail stop who's just like, I have to go to Destry. And he just puts it.
Just says, cavern under Duke Grothel's castle.
Right. Oh, it says,
Tavern under
if not there.
We will have the one shot of the Pony Express some other time. Delivered a cocaine bad bagels.
Yeah.
Okay, as the biggest badass mail crew go to deliver this across a war-torn country. What are the rest of you doing?
Does Terry tell us about the conversation he had?
Yeah, I think so. Mostly just that it was frustrating and won't even try to convince, right? Won't share their side of the story. I mean, the tyrant doesn't exactly share his side of the story fully either, but
Fen just tells you you're a bad gambler and a worse liar.
Damn.
You don't take any risks, you just play it safe.
what makes you say that?
You could have just accepted, gotten the information you needed, and left.
I'm pretty sure she's not giving me any information until I leave. That's a tough gamble. I don't know if I'm
Yeah?
making it out of that one alive.
But if you don't take the risk, how will you ever get the reward?
This is true.
Coraline did it.
Also, I'll highlight
Multiple
the fact
Hides her
times.
burn scars.
yeah,
Remembers when she had gills.
But she did it.
And
And
when
she's
was
still
the
here.
last time you conquered the worm, Coraline? Oh, I guess a few days ago, now that I think
A
about
couple
it.
sessions ago, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's
Off
wisdom in
to
what Fen says.
Torzor.
Actually, surprisingly, there's wisdom in what Fen says, but I don't think you closed off any doors outside of saying you don't have faith. Maybe gods love faith. I don't know. My gods are just as nebulous as yours. It seems that way.
Actually, it sounds like you just played hard to get. Maybe the door is still open.
Or that indifferent face was just her, seeing another pawn and trying to get them in. Not really caring if they did or not.
Very Daria.
Nice. All right, come on, guys. And I start drop kicking people out of the room.
On
Yeah,
to the
that's-
old transport airship. You all will get to meet your captain, who will be more or less piloting this thing or having people pilot it for the most part. On your behalf, of course, Coraline. You may also, yeah. It's not
Should
like
I
you've
make
ever
him
been
call
on a
himself
cruise.
pilot and call me captain like Igor?
I will call you shipmaster if you prefer, but I hope that I don't need to worry about my life and safety in front of everyone here. You all seem much more reasonable than that murder dwarf, Igor.
Oh, don't get me started on that one. He just being in his presence hurts the mind of my very good friend Anchois, the wizard.
Yes, he is as smart as your knees are shaky or stable, Thatch. I.e., not a lot. Okay.
Fen beelines it to the PA.
You go to the PA.
Harmonica.
You start playing the noise.
Yep.
Oh, the ship's coming alert! All ahead full, says the captain. And someone's like, if we go all ahead full, the engines will give out, sir. It's like, all ahead full! And immediately, your ship takes off into the air, where you will fly to Thorazor. Where the last bit of the retrofitting will occur.
About halfway there, Coraline's going to gather the group, and she's going to come out with some packages. And she's going to go, this is the inaugural voyage of the third time's a charm. So we have maiden voyage presents. And she's going to pass out a package to everybody. And assuming they open them, you're going to find the cloaks that I bought all that time.
Oh wow!
Does Fen get the horses?
So Anchois had a 500 gold piece dark blue sparkly robe. Fen gets the dark blue cloak made for a horse. Thatch is a rustic brown dueler's cloak. Terry gets a 10 gold piece white with pink frogs cloak, which was originally purchased for Sever. Unfortunately, there was only 4 cloaks left. So Sever gets his own cloak, which Corlene earlier stole without him noticing, wrapped in a box, and given back to him.
Oh,
But it's clean this
washed
time.
and everything.
It's
Wow.
washed now.
Is Sven's just like way too long and drags on the ground?
Probably.
your cloak was meant to go over the shoulders of a man, but go wide enough to encompass the flanks of a horse. So,
Fen loves it.
So you take the base of it and you tie it around yourself like a second straitjacket.
yeah, basically.
I was thinking you
Someone else
got
do
like
that
a
for
metal
me.
hoop that turned it into like a hoop dress.
Oh, that'd be cool. What do you guys think about your gifts? They were
Fen
supposed to
loves
be enchanted at one point, but
Thank you so much, Coraline. This is wonderful. I was wondering where this went.
Or when it disappeared.
Yeah.
I think I'll thank Coraline and then immediately go to the deck of the ship and try to get to the pose where I can stand and the cloak blows behind me in the wind.
oh yeah, immediately.
Perfect.
You know
This is
my
amazing.
color theme is black and pink, not white and pink. What are you thinking?
Well, I like the
Rebranding.
frogs on it, though.
It's a rebranding, Terry.
Punish Terry.
You can always have it. Maybe Antoine knows a white to black spell or something.
I cast
Uh,
prestidigitation to.
Power word, eye job, or maybe.
Oof. You will all arrive back in Thorazor, outside of the city, where the ship will more or less get a new engine, because the old workhorse is nearly 60 years old at this point, and will be dead in the water before you know it. Thorazor engines, they have their own transport ship engines and prototypes like that, so they're not too worried. The Cathalami model, as it is known. But it'll take a couple of days to maybe even a week to get that fully retrofitted. Is this an urgent need that you guys have? Because you could ignore this retrofit and just act if you want. Or you could take a squad squawker and let them finish, or blah blah blah.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's risk another squawk.
Let's risk someone
what
else's
is your
ship.
plan? And maybe I can help you out here.
Now, do we have any news of what's going on in the week and a half that we've been gone?
Let us find out.
And that will probably determine our plan as we
It
figure it out.
is
Ever happened to ask?
the 27th when you guys arrive here in Thorazor. During that time,
I got 5 more.
Norm
to grow for
Thulon
that
has
dice.
been hard pressed at the water elemental. It seems like these leeches were indeed targeting that more so than anything else. Updraft has finally finished polluting the river, at least near them, and the leeches have stopped going there.
Did they switch to salt, or are they still using toxic waste or whatever?
Who knows?
Okay.
Taste it and find out.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Other than that, there is some leech presence on the river still, but it's not nearly as bad as it was when they first showed up.
So
There
they seem
we
like
go.
they've refocused.
Yeah, they have refocused their orientation here. Bogwatch still has some pressure on it, as well as Kurai, or Kurtai, I'm forgetting its name. Whatever the fuck the angels were doing, they have completed. They are no longer seen at the moment.
Just Meza mentioned something about looking into the counter-operative works in Thorazor, particularly the Little Sluggers baseball team. Any movement on that? Has she identified one of the conduits?
I'm still not done. How dare you?
Okay. Okay.
So, Castle Lorshank, or Lorchester? See, I wanted to make this a joke of Worcestershire.
It's
So, Lorchtor, if you will, is fully engaging several thousand boars at any given time. It is a goddamn war zone. Trenches are being filled with boar bodies and mushroom people. Literal men seemingly made entirely out of weird mushroom things that are leaving spores, which are attracting more boars. It's a mess. More bouvor, you are calling them creatures, that are just screaming the name Bouvor and then like charging in these like 15-foot tall, humongous ass boar men, are running rampant in the countryside. Cowtown, although ignored due to the fact that there were cows there, has been abandoned, and the people there have just all moved to Lorchtor to hold up the front. There is a general, we are going to the holdouts a moment. We have abandoned the outside villages and the front positions. Currently, there is talks about fortifying the rear to the muster fields, but if Lorchtor falls, the entire Heartland can be split off, and Kurtai, Yavator, all those positions could be encircled, enveloped, and then destroyed. So the real next line of defense will be along Castle Hard Pass, as well as this lake now. Most of the Tolst forces that were deployed here as a token have all moved to the Primal Elemental, and they will be defending that. They'll get their own token soon enough, but it's fine. Other than that, Lorchtor is kind of the main front at the moment. Yeah. In terms of counter-operatives, I need to roll a dice for Just Meza, aided by Falsmalek, who has made his righteous return.
All he needs is a name.
They have not been able to locate anyone who is within Thorazor that may or may not be a true spy or worm enthusiast.
That is a shame.
Yeah. Everyone who is in the Little Slugger baseball teams has parents either accounted for or they have died in the war.
Now that's interesting.
Yep.
Have they checked up on the dead ones? Who knows if the leeches can corrupt the dead?
We know for a fact that.
They have not checked that because they have assumed they are dead.
Well, we know for a fact it's their nephew, and it is one of them made the Litter Sluggers team. It's a fact. We heard it, or at least I heard it.
I think we gave them the name though.
The name was from us.
The name was from us. Absolutely.
Okay, well, one of
It
these.
sounds
Yeah.
amazing.
Okay.
It was a son on a sports team,
Yeah.
not a nephew, and we
Oh.
gave them Little Sluggers.
No, we were saying
Oh.
nephew because we figured it was Thatch's nephew.
Yeah,
Right.
as we often mix up. If anything, anyone could be Thatch's nephew here, guys.
This is true.
Yeah, because he got
What's
around
that?
when he was a kid.
Oh,
No, that would make him
wait, what?
Or I guess his
Sure.
mother
Maybe
would get
my
around.
Kids.
Yeah, brother or sister. So either Thatch's sister or... Okay.
Let's not.
Oh no.
I'm kidding. We all having fun at your expense. Okay.
All right.
That is the situation currently having unfolded. Just general, more of attrition stuff. Lines are moving. People are shifting positions.
All right. So from what I see it, the Blazing Star being gone, that's
I
not
don't
good.
like this music.
Because we have no idea where they are or what they were doing. There's the option of hindsight here, where they have not been yet. That is a similar ruin to Idiocy and desperation, where we could maybe try to gather information. Maybe they're going there next. Who knows? But in order to get there, we'll have to fly over the mountains, and we don't know if there's anything there right now. So, danger.
Airships generally don't fly over mountains, as I understand it. I'm still pretty new with this whole thing, but
They do tend to avoid that, yeah.
Fair enough.
Good crashing grounds.
Mm-hmm.
we don't.
We
I
have-
guess that's a good question. I know, down to the south they had some crazy thing slinging mushrooms, right? But other than that, have they had anti-air capabilities?
Mushroom people? I think they have casters that can throw stuff in the air. I think we were told that. Are you talking about the blazing star?
Paradigm back in the day told you about their spore maidens.
Yeah, they have spore maidens. They have a fly speed, but they're not the fastest things in the world. You have to be pretty slow to be caught by them. They kind of just drift on the wind, if anything.
Yeah, so I don't know. Do they have anything that could endanger an airship? I guess that this is something of a question for the military people here. They've been fighting them, right?
The Boer people don't usually fuck around with the airships. And currently, the giant slore is docile, but there are signs that it is waking up now that the winter is coming to an end. They think come spring it will re-begin its bombardment. There have been airship sorties, but most of them have been small range because fucking the Paladins and the Ascended would come and counter them. Airships also have to move into a fleet because 20 Paladins on Pegasi with lances that burn can fuck up a dirigible. Yeah, a big-ass balloon filled with natural gas.
Well, if they're gone, we can either figure out where they are by drawing them out, or
Oh yeah, for sure.
make an
Your
incursion.
slow-ass transport would be the best bait ever. That being said, if you cannot defeat one Paladin, that one Paladin could potentially crash you into the ground.
Yeah. So that's the Blazing Star front. I don't know if we can do anything about the Boers. I think the best thing to do about them is what's being done. Hold them back. I don't know if we can get to the mushroom area in the southeast because of the Boers being in the way and the Blazing Star being unknown.
It would likely be best that we follow what we already know, which is leeches.
I
agree.
mean, we do still have a scrying orb. So
We
if
could
we want
always-
to know where the
Is it as reliable as we think it is? Is it a crutch we should be using constantly to try and plan our routes from?
Fine
I
question.
mean, yes, I think so. Yes.
A fine response.
John.
The one other piece of information that we have that's very interesting is that the fact that Updraft has poisoned the river and the leeches have stopped coming. What does that tell us?
They refocused.
Yes, and they are no longer in this area harassing Updraft, which means that is the point we should try to cross the river.
I agree
By
with
boat.
that.
By boat, not by airship, so that we do not crash another airship. We should cross the river at that point and then start beginning our search for the ziggurat. It's the first piece of information we've had about the swamp. We have an area where we know the leeches probably aren't, or they're less defended. This was the hole we were looking for as a place to start our search. Now, it doesn't give us much, but it gives us something. We also have the fact that the Primal Elemental is still being harassed by many, many leeches. Toll's forces are holding that for now, but they won't be able to hold it forever. Us going there won't change that. I think the best way to stop that is to stop the leeches at the court. Other thoughts?
They've been there for days on end. I wonder how the ley lines affected them.
Or the people?
Mm-hmm.
Part of
Is it-
your dowsing rod was tapping into it. You don't necessarily need to sleep with the dowsing rod. But
Oh, so
still,
they don't
it is a ley
necessarily-
line.
I see.
To like an average man walking on a ley line, like a level 1 through 4 character, probably won't even matter. They wouldn't be affected to it unless they had an item like the dowsing rod that could channel its energy into people.
That makes sense.
I see.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to see what they were doing in the ruins, why don't we just cross the mountains on foot? I mean, I know we spent a lot of money to get an airship, but if we really need to... Or are these mountains completely impassable?
Airships don't go
of
on
course
mountains.
they can. Airships cannot land on mountains. It's just too dangerous for them.
No, I mean, if our airship landed, let's say here,
Like
and then we
above-
cross
north of them.
like just to the north,
Yeah, you could do that.
west, and then would they are those mountains traversable?
North
or...
of this map is the Sea of Trees. It is a mountainous, heavily forested area. So if you can find a place to land, which is not impossible, people have done it before, you can totally make your just way south. It would be a infiltration mission. It would take time just due to distance. Not even Phantom Steed could
I think you're misunderstanding, John. We're not trying to go north of this map. We're trying to go north of Hindsight and then cross the mountain there.
Like if we land over here,
yeah, over
and
there.
then go there.
Go down. Oh, stream can't see. I don't see your marking if you're drawing on it.
It's near
It's
Hindsight,
the white.
just south of Thorzor.
Those are proper, like the city.
Oh, over there. Hindsight.
Yeah.
I thought you meant updraft. I'm sorry.
No, because Thatch was talking before about like idiocy and desperation were the
Yeah,
ones
yeah,
where
yeah.
the angels were exploring, right? And Thatch was saying that Hindsight is a similar ruin. I mean, we should probably investigate that, whether they are,
You would be
archaeologically
crossing a
similar.
mountain. Historically,
like
people have crossed mountains
wild.
before.
Okay, they're not like giant cliffs worse than any other mountain. It'll be annoying, but it's doable.
It's doable.
Okay.
How long
Yeah,
do we estimate that would take us?
exactly.
Be in the realm of
Historically,
days
people
or
move quarter speed over mountains.
So about a day.
That's going
it
to take a
looks like.
while.
Well, yeah.
a full
60
day that we're not counting for verticality or any extra challenges. You know, if this map is a 2-dimensional plane, it would take you like a full day of climbing a mountain.
So we should assume probably 2 or 3 times that, all things considered.
3 days
It's
is
still not so bad.
Yeah.
If it's worth doing, we definitely need to see if those ruins are related in some way. Otherwise, it's not really worth it.
Going around would essentially take the same amount of time.
and go through territory where we don't know where the enemy is.
Indeed.
Or
Lots
it
of
could be
forests.
anti-air.
So you guys want to go to Durkle and then
I mean, do you guys want to spy on whoever that person was? I don't know. I never met them. You guys dealt with that cleric, right? Before the Destry fell?
That was us.
We?
what
I
of
don't
you
know.
has
One
met
of the
The only,
did.
the only cleric
Person.
Are you
wasn't
talking
that
about the cleric we
exploded in
only?
my face.
Yeah, that was the one guarding or not guarding Umbug, but stopping us when we were there trying to steal him.
Yeah, we killed him. He's gone.
Well, there's somebody, right, that's leading the angel forces. What was her name?
Her name was
Fresnas.
Fresnoth. That's the one I'm talking about.
Has
Yes,
any
no,
of
the
you
Discovery
seen
team
him
got
or her?
very friendly with her, but not us.
None of us have ever met her, seen her.
Is that true?
Oh wait, Sever.
I don't think we met Fresnoth. I didn't meet her by the time Discovery team actually ran into that.
I think John's trying to get at
I'm
something
trying to
here.
tell you that.
I'm saying
we
you
could-
may have forgotten something that happened in episode 15.
specifically.
Jesus, so specific.
Wow.
Specific.
Yeah.
It was around there. But yeah. Sever, you have laid direct eyes on her. It was when you killed children, remember?
Oh
could you
shit!
forget
Oh
that?
yeah, she cast a big fire tornado.
Yeah. Irithyll
So-
was there.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Overduke was
It was a
sad.
big show of strength. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, go for it.
Sure. We can scry. I mean.
You're just confused. That was Revik, not Sever.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
true.
so-
That, you know what? That's fair. Fresnoth has ascended as well. She's no longer herself either. Alright. I'll take away the advantage I wanted to give you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're
It
welcome.
was too stressful.
Sever just doesn't want to meet anybody. He just wants to be along for. He doesn't want to go talk to cocaine. He doesn't.
We're trying to like cash in on someone's death and be like, yeah, we saw him die. Not like we specifically killed him for you. He
Oh,
just
we got him
happened to
killed,
die.
all right. We definitely got him killed.
Let's
Oh,
not.
Let's not mince words here.
Yeah.
That happened.
I saw that episode. You totally killed him.
I'm being gaslit.
Sever was the main vying force for the bridge.
No, that's not
Now you
true.
are being gaslit. The previous statement was not gaslighting, but that sure as shit was.
I mean, what's with Sever and bridges and throwing old ladies off of towers?
Alrighty, let's focus up, gang. We have 14 minutes left.
Hindsight. I want to see a ruins because we don't have another good heading. Because otherwise, I really, honestly, don't mind exploring more Fester.
It's gonna take forever.
That's
Question
true,
is,
but
If
there's
we don't know where the angels are, I almost would rather go to Morfester. So unless we want to gather more information about where the angels are, I think that's the better
Good.
option.
Then I say the right option is scry on Fresnoth. If we can figure out location where she is, great. If we can't, into the swamp.
Morfester.
give me that goddamn orb here. It's been
Do
a
it.
long
No,
time.
my. Here
I
goes
played it
Sever.
out of Antoine's hand and throw it at Sever.
He says, "No, I do not let that." I pass it to Sever. I hand it to Sever.
I
Okay.
grab the back
I
of this
think
great
it's just
jacket
a
and drag
plus
it to the
0.
Yeah, it's a +0.
Alright, so let's just
What?
roll a d20. Hold on.
Wisdom
I
saving
don't-
throw? Oh god, guys. She's a paladin. She has like +8 to this.
Sure.
Yeah.
You don't
Hold on.
roll. She does.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just a straight 17 DC.
16
That's a
now.
5 on the dice. She would need a
Or
plus
+8.
12 to resist this spell. And John is checking her character sheet to see how fucking
Just-
broken she is.
Just in case.
Destry! No, Divine
Do you have one of her
Forces.
nail clippings?
If she's a
Blazing
paladin,
Star.
she boosts herself with saves. I'm sorry.
She does, yes. This is Wisdom. Oh,
It could be right about there, depending on how high of a level she is in Paladin.
So, Tarquina would have to roll a 2 or less to fail this. That is the Herald. So she clearly let you scry on her. You know that for a fact. I mean, you did have a conversation with her.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty obvious.
The Chosen. Baby, baby, baby. You are a special stat block to me, Tarquina. Where the fuck? Not Tarquina. Fresnoth, where the fuck you at, girl? Are you in Destry? Fresnoth. No. No. Fresnoth. There we go. Alrighty. She has a 14 to her saving throw. 12 plus 2. Okay. That was a 5. That comes to a 17 even, unironically. So she passes her saving throw. Okay.
Well,
Let's do it
handed-
100
handed-
times.
I handed back to Antoine. It didn't work.
It did not work, no.
Good
Paladins are notoriously good at saves, but she is something else entirely.
Yeah.
Oh, into the swamp?
I say we fly to Musterfield Morlento, and then carefully hugging the mountains as close as we can to updraft. Get a boat. Where do we leave our barge? Do we remember? It's down by
The
the.
barge is definitely
place we
Barge
got
is
it
left
from.
southeast of the lake.
Yeah.
All right.
They were a fishing village though. Like, they can't make another one. I guess it's a skeleton crew, right?
Make? There's no people there. It
Yeah,
was
we'll
just soldiers
we'll
when we
go-
left.
You know what? Do we remember, John, if there were more boats than just the barge that we took?
I'm sure there was at least 2 boats.
Good. We're stealing another one, and then we're gonna go across the water, right over here, and then looks like we can head either south. If anybody's watching the map along that route, or we can head north and around along this route and start working our way through Upper Moorfester.
Would it not be why? No, I'm kidding. I'm just gonna try to get you shot down.
No, we're not.
Look, you know
taking
you can
leadership.
see the ziggurat from above, right? So that's clearly the best way to find it.
Sure.
It's just dodging all the fucking anti-air batteries along the way, right?
Yep.
You say
Well, the
airships.
actual pilot will be doing it this time instead of us.
You say airships don't usually fly above 1,000 feet. Is that because they can't? Because if it's to avoid anti-air fire, we could try it.
It is in.
As someone who
They don't
works on
like
aircraft,
doing it
the lower
for
you
a
fly, the
reason
easier you
that-
are to hit, and also the easier it is for you to crash.
Kind of.
Lower altitudes are less stable for any kind of flying aircraft.
Yeah, I'm talking about going higher, like to be out of range.
But then we can't see.
John, you were about to say something.
The sky is a dangerous place, much like the sea.
Flying whales.
There is
It is.
a old wives' tale that those who fly too close to the sun get murdered by their dad.
Odysseus?
Kind of.
Did not. I don't remember. Well, okay. This is John's world.
Right. Serious talk. We should
Guys.
prepare. Yes, John.
I'm just outlining the fucking. Oh, baby.
Large amount of swamp.
You
It's
guys
a
are in
large
for.
amount of
So
swamp.
we'll go in there and
That's
we'll
a
come out
large
and the
amount
war's
of
already
swamp.
over.
What?
So
We
why don't-
travel pretty far.
Large amount of swamp.
Look. Why don't we just take our little ship, and we'll go scouting. Like
Just like that.
so.
No. If we take the ship, it'll get shot down again. Please don't do that.
I would have to
No,
agree
we'll
with
go
Bruce.
scout over there.
Guys.
Oh, are you just drawing a cock? What is this?
I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but if you start, John,
It's impossible.
if you start from updraft and just
Look at
work
those
your way
numbers.
down,
Yeah.
not only will this take several days just to make this journey,
It'll
but
take
what
three.
if it is over here? Or what if it is down here?
Those
You're-
numbers are insane.
Walking this is
well,
going to
well-
be not just dangerous, but also incredibly inefficient. Do
We'll
you
find
have
some
a way of
solutions.
scouting this faster?
We also got Anchois polymorph, so we could go up as a non-offensive, not a giant eagle, but maybe something smaller with a faster fly speed.
Well,
Maybe we don't walk through the swamp, we sail through the swamp.
one I have. I guess that works just the same as polymorph. I was gonna say summon elemental. That's a 40. It does not really that faster, to tell you the truth. Phantom Steed would be the fastest, and I don't know how well that goes through a swamp.
Historically, how are enemy weaknesses to structures found?
Weaknesses to structures?
Yeah, like if, let's say you had to assail a fortress that you didn't know the location of, didn't know the blueprints of. How would you
Climb the
get
walls.
information about that?
Spies.
Well, you look
Or-
for the
Supply line.
convoys of supplies.
Well,
Which should leave
leeches
roads.
You look for
don't really give a
movement
shit about
routes,
supplies.
or you look about troop movement routes. So we know that all the lieges are coming from this swamp, converging on the lake.
Let's ask the audience, maybe.
Captives are a good way. You can-
Ooh, that is a good way, isn't it?
Mr.
Leeches-
Underground says fuck birds.
Fuck birds is indeed the answer.
I mean,
That
we could
doesn't
try
actually sound like a good way of getting information. I'm not gonna lie.
Who
we can try a
is a bird that you could fuck for information, Terry?
Do not do it.
Jerome!
You know, Jerome was Leechy Dan's best friend. Or that's how, Jerome tells it. There are more ways than scouting to get information that you want. We have 5 minutes to brainstorm, if we wish. Or we could end the session here and let you guys think for a week about, now that you have your oh-so-wanted airship, and realizing that you can't immediately use it, we'll just sit for a week and decide how we can actually get our objective done.
All
I mean,
so,
is Jerome a source we could actually use?
he's working
Yeah.
on outside
He's
now.
a named NPC.
But
but
he's
in order-
also a healer, and he don't want to deal with him.
If you try to do a deal with Jerome to get information, it will cost you most likely your soul, but we'll get what we want.
Don't sell your soul for a mission.
Well, we could sell
I did
Sever's
it.
soul
Or
for a mission.
Paradigm did it.
Did he?
It worked out fine for him.
Does it matter whose soul that he asked for? Can we get somebody else's? Somebody we don't know.
Well,
You know, greater good and all that.
Who
Huh.
else or what else can be tapped for information?
Not
Is there a
much.
way to-
Aside from our scrying orb. That's about it.
Could be, well, I mean, we could go to the lake where they're fighting leeches and then kill leech. And I mean, pretty much every time the leeches die, they disappear, right, John? They dissolve.
Disappear. Yeah.
Is there any way we could get I mean, we did get the brain of a leech.
we could. That was a leech. That it was it was an infected, diseased person.
Yeah.
We could just capture or follow one. Once we have a leech captive and let it go, it will return to its base.
Is that what leeches naturally do? They
Will
return to
it?
their
Or
bases?
will it just continue going back to the fight? Because that's what the dumb thing is ordered to do.
Yeah. They
That's-
they fight till they die.
Yeah, I mean, we need to find, if we want to do something where we capture somebody and get information, it has to be one of the smart ones, right? It can't be a frontline random leech, I don't think.
How
Yeah.
do we plan on doing that since all the smart ones seem to attack us psychically?
We know where
They're
the
much bigger than
gigantic
us.
fat one is. The one that shot us out of the sky. It's on the
Okay.
edge
Once
of
we-
that island. I
once
have
we-
detect thoughts.
Once we get there, what are you going to do with detect thoughts to get the information? I like this
Is
Is
it
it
idea.
smart enough?
I can also have telepathy, so if it is smart enough, then it will understand what I'm telling it. So
Say we
But what's that
infect
gonna
one of
do?
our own.
I ask it the
JC.
question, it tells me the answer.
I'm sorry. Corleen.
Well, she already was, and we fixed her.
Yeah, maybe a little too soon. If
We-
we waited a little longer, would probably went home. Not too sure. That's all right.
Our best shot was probably that the thing that was riding the tree when it attacked the primordial elemental.
Yeah.
Why don't we stick that thing's head in the altar with some money and say, "Show me, I don't know."
Where you came
That's a
from?
good idea, actually.
Where it came into
Corleen.
this
Wow,
this
that's
Corleen, that's a
plane
good
from.
idea.
This is the rotten brains.
You know,
the-
no one has fucked around with organic material in the shrine yet.
Not it.
Alright, back to Tulsa.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I'll do it too. But
Well, The
Well,
only thing that didn't disappear, huh?
why don't we end our session here?
Mhm.
And I'm sure you guys can think of things in the Discord as well as after the show ends. And when we come back next week, we will have a plan, and we will act on that plan. And then hopefully we'll find our answers. Everyone, thank you all so much for joining us. The announcement of this week is on Monday. We are going to be opening schedule to our West March because I have too much free time. And I want less of it. I want more Dungeons and Dragons. I'm a glutton, what can I say? If you wish to play, all you have to do is join the Roll20 and, well, I guess be in the Discord, I suppose, as well. So, with that all being said, have a wonderful afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are. And don't die. Fucking got him.